What's good, good people, good people. Oh, we back this morning, man. Grand Rising, everybody. All right, yeah. Come on in. Tap, tap, tap the screen, man. Tap, tap the screen, friend. Yeah. Talk to me, talk to me. Come on. Come on in. Let's chime in. I appreciate everybody being here, man. I've been gone for a few days, man, but I'm back. Let's get it. Come on, man. Come on in. Tap, tap, tap the screen, man. Tap, tap, tap the screen, friend. Hey, you already know it's gonna go up, man. Hey, come on in. Chime on in for me. Real quick. Hey. Well. LGBTQ plus target children. But why? Why does LGBTQ plus target children? I never understood that. And I never understood targeting children would be a thing here. It always baffled me that they proudly do it. Like it's not like it's not a question or that needs to be asked or something. I never get it. Why does LGBTQ plus target children? Why do they need to target children? Trust me, I would love to know the answers to that myself. But me personally, I just never understood why they need to target children. I just don't understand, man. It's crazy. Like, why does LGBTQ plus needs to target children? Why do they need to do that? I see your answer. Look at that. Father said the way this is completely false. You see how these people are not even honest. At the end of the day, why do they target children? Come on in. Tap, tap, tap the screen. 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 Come on in and talk to me. Because at the end of the day, we're going to talk about it. But at the end of the day, why do they need to target children? Like, if you guys is, philosophy is like, really strong and everything, your beliefs is strong, why do children need to be a part of it? Like, I never get it. Like, I never knew the reason. And you see the people in the comments. You see the people in the comments. I never get it. Like, I never knew the reason. And you see the people in the comments. You see the people in the comments. Oh man. Reason, the children are the future. I agree. Totally agree. It's crazy how like no. No, this group actually target children to the core front of all things. It's completely like I can't believe people are actually be following this stuff. Like seriously, why do LGBTQ plus target children? Seriously, why do they target children? Yes, they do. They definitely target children. Come up here and talk to me then. Let's go talk. Yes, Jacob. Yes, y'all do. You guys target children. Like, oh, it's rage bait. No, it's not rage bait. This is a good question. Why do y'all do that? See, you know what I hate about these different groups, y'all? They always trying to push they stuff, right? But when people don't wanna agree with it, they want to start targeting children for some weird reason. Like, it's crazy. Like seriously. See, this is what's wrong with America right now, man. We're allowing any and everything to be taught, especially in our schools. That stuff is totally no way. But why do you guys have to teach that type of stuff in schools? I never get it. Come talk to me. Like, please enlighten me, y'all. This is a safe space, a respectful safe space. It's like, bro, why do you need to target children? Like, I don't get it. LGBTQ plus, why do y'all target children? It's weird, bro. Like, come talk to me. Come talk about it. Everybody can talk all this and that. Make your stands. Come talk to me. You guys want to be so so hell bent on pushing your gender form care, whatever it is. But you guys got to target children though. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because at the end of the day, I do not understand, why do y'all do that? Why do y'all need to do that? Why target children? The mask singer. Welcome to the panel. How you doing? What you got for me?
I'm well, thank you. Just out of curiosity, how or in what way do you think that children are being targeted in schools?
Let's go with the gender changing thing. Let's go with that. Let's start with that.
So
Do you
what
think that's appropriate?
What do you think schools are teaching? That's my question first.
No. We're going to stick with the question that I just asked first, ma'am. Because you didn't even ask me.
Because I'm a school psychologist and I can tell you that there's no gender ideology being taught in schools.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
why I asked
That's a
my
lie.
question.
That's a lie. Ma'am,
Okay,
that's
so
a lie.
in what way?
You're lying.
Way? I'm not lying.
You're
but
here's the real question is this. The real question is this.
Stop.
Why do you target them? Why do you target
Because
children?
we don't. That's
You
my
do.
point.
Yes, you do.
No,
Do you have
Okay,
any
in what
evidence
way?
of
Hey,
us
Jacob,
Explain
Jacob,
to me in what way.
welcome to the
Tell
panel,
me what it
everybody.
looks like.
Tap the screen. Welcome to the panel. You guys do that. We literally
Okay,
see
what
it all
does
the
it
time.
look like?
Do you have
Explain to
proof?
me what it looks like.
Okay, you guys. Let's go with your gender affirming stuff. However you word it. So you guys think little children supposed to go through sex change? Little children.
No, we
No,
don't.
nobody is
No,
advocating
but-
that.
So-
no,
so-
we're
I
not.
personally don't
But
agree
what
with
does
that
it
at all.
look like?
One at a
You've not
time,
answered the
please.
question.
One at a
How do
time.
we do it?
Relax. Say what, Mask? What you say?
I asked, how do we do it? If we do that, what does it look like, and how do we do it?
I literally just did it. You guys are the pillar of that. What do you mean? So now you're not.
So
now
are you
you're
saying
not.
that we're introducing books about it? Are
Yes,
you
you
saying
guys do
we're
that.
teaching?
Yes, you do that. All of that
No,
is a
we
part of your
don't.
LGBT community. Yes, it is.
No, we
Yes,
do
it
not.
is. But I do. But listen though.
Okay,
Check it out though.
May I say
Check it out
something?
though.
How do you think that happens?
There is a group. There is a group that is against that though. That who's
Okay,
part of
but
the
how do you
LGBT.
think it happens? What
I
do you
respect
think
that
it looks
group.
like in a classroom? That's my question. In
You
a
said what?
classroom, what do you think that looks like?
Let's go with your trans books. You think that's appropriate for schools?
There are no trans books.
Trans books are not
Ma'am, stop
accessible
talking.
in
Stop
any
talking.
class,
Stop
K through
talking.
12.
You're fed. Stop talking. Hey, Drink, what you got for me?
You're just lying. You're just saying shit
Now I'm
you
lying.
think.
Now I'm lying.
You just told somebody who works in a school as a psychologist that they
It's
don't know
called
what they're
She's a
talking
Liar.
about.
She's the liar. How about She's the Liar?
My
We literally
mother
see this
is
all the
also
time.
an educator,
But
and
no,
I
at
know
the
what
end of the
is taught
day,
in classrooms.
do you think underage children should be old enough to go through gender change?
Nobody is advocating for that.
Exactly.
No one
Exactly.
is
If you're not
advocating
advocating,
for
stop
Nobody is
gender
talking.
change. No one in the
Stop
community
talking.
is
Zombie
advocating for gender
Lucifer,
change.
what you got for me?
I want to know. Okay, so you're saying that we in the community are targeting your kids.
You do.
How
You do.
exactly?
You do. You do. Yes, you do.
May I say I something, don't please? Because I stay
You
far away
definitely
from
do.
kids.
You're part of the group that does it. Yes, you is.
I'm
You
sorry,
target
man. You
children.
didn't say how.
So you
You're just
think that there are
accusing.
textbooks?
Dude,
that-
we're
that
literally
do
talking
that?
about gender sex change, bro.
Wait,
And that's what I'm
guys-
asking.
you
So
give
you think
me-
that there are textbooks with that in there that
Ma'am,
teachers are
please
teaching?
mute up. Don't talk.
Rod, real quick, for my sake, for me, okay, I need you to do me a favor.
Excuse
Give me
me.
one instance. Give me one instance.
Are you guys?
Nationwide-
You guys are not listening. I literally said gender sex change. You guys, your group,
hold on,
And that's
okay, so you realize
you
that-
guys'
one instance
group,
when that happens.
you
I want
guys'
one
group
fucking instance where
support
that happened.
little children
I
being
want one
being
instance
okay
where that
to give
happened,
an okay
dog.
for gender sex change. You guys
Give me
support
one
that
instance
stuff.
where
One
that
instance
happened.
where that
Say
actually happened and not just you talking out
Please
your
stop
ass.
talking. Stop talking.
May I
I know
say
it hurts.
something, please?
Don't be
May
mad
I
at me,
say
y'all.
something?
Be mad at the people in y'all group. Y'all help push that stuff.
something, please?
Nobody's pushing anything. Everything you're saying is a lie, Rod. Doesn't
No,
exist.
it's not. No, it's not.
It is.
No,
You're
it's
gaslighting
not.
to make it. You won't even allow anyone to
No, it's
speak.
not.
And you won't answer any
'Cause
question.
you want to know why I'm not allowing y'all to speak? Because you guys are literally lying in my face.
Because you hate queer people, I
lying.
figure.
You're
That's why
lying.
you don't want us
You're
to speak on the
lying.
issue.
You came on here and you're
No,
asking
we're
people to
just
answer these
telling you
questions, and then
gotta
you
be
will not
on
allow them to
here.
speak.
I don't have to hate you. There's no need. I don't know
No,
y'all.
no, this is a clear-cut case of hatred.
Oh my
It's pure
goodness.
hatred. You have
It's
no
only
idea what you're
hatred when
talking
it's brought to
about.
the
None of
forefront.
the things you're saying is happening at any school anywhere.
Yes, it is. So you're
No,
going
it's
to
not.
sit in America,
Complete
United
lie.
States of America. You're going to
Complete
say
lie.
they don't push transgender books
No.
on children?
Can you
That's what I'm
please
saying.
show me
Transgender
one
books.
instance
So
of it
now you're
happening?
lying.
No.
I
No.
One
want to know what
instance,
is
pretty
Hey,
please.
why are
children
you
in
guys
school.
against that? Why are you guys
I have
against
children
that?
in school, and they say it's all
So now y'all
lies.
against it.
No, no one's against anything. You're
Oh
just
wow!
lying.
See, you guys are all over the place. You guys
Rod,
support
listen to
targeting
me.
children. Period.
Rod, listen to me. Listen to me, okay?
Okay, what you
And
got?
actually,
What you got?
with your whole heart, I need you to listen to me, okay? This is hatred. You are teaching hateful
Hatred.
rhetoric. None of this is happening. Nobody is transing
none
the
of this is
kids at
happening.
school. Nobody is transing the kids like you think.
It's happening. It is. Please stop. Just stop.
So, Rod,
See,
Rod, if
why
it's
are y'all
happening,
not? Why are
yeah,
y'all
Rod,
not?
can I?
Why are
If it's
y'all not
happening, I need
like
sources
double
of
it?
where
Why
it's
y'all not
happening.
backing it?
Because it's
Why
not
y'all not
happening.
backing it? Are you guys part of the other side of LGBTQ that's against targeting children? If so, I respect y'all. That's respect. That's respect. But if you
Please
aren't,
name the book that we're teaching. Please,
Excuse
please give
me?
me the title.
Okay, wait.
Excuse
I have
me?
a genuine question. I just joined, so I don't know what's really going on. But you're
how
saying
you doing,
that.
Ez? Welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
So you're saying that we're bringing it into schools, right?
Yes, you guys do that. You guys are literally the group that does that. Are you guys serious?
Okay, well, I'm not bisexual or
What does
anything,
what does
but as somebody in
LGBTQ
school,
plus stands for, y'all?
as somebody in school, I can confirm that I have never been. There's no LGBTQ plus being pushed on me or anything. I've
Thanks.
never been taught about
What
it in
about
school.
libraries? What about libraries?
I read a lot, and I've never seen a book like that.
Is they
in
being pushed in
libraries.
libraries?
Nope.
Why are you guys lying? This is creepy. Why y'all lying now?
Why are you taking a
I'm.
school
I don't
psychologist?
You guys-
understand why I'm lying if
are
I'm really
lying.
the one
Give
in
us the
school.
title
But
of
hold
the
on,
books.
hold on.
Just give
Let's
us
start.
the
Let's start on
title
this
of the
though.
books.
Everybody,
You
mute
have
up.
them. Give us the titles. Tell us the
Excuse me.
titles
No,
that
I'm not
we are
doing all of
teaching.
that. I'm not doing all of that for
Because
you.
you're lying. That's
I'm
why
not
you
lying
won't
to you.
do
No, I'm
it.
not. I'm not doing all
Because
that
you
for
know
you.
damn good for
No,
well there are
ma'am,
no titles
you
that we're
guys is pushing
teaching.
it.
You know
You
this.
guys approve of gender sex change for children. That is
No,
wrong.
we don't.
Yes, y'all
No, we
do.
I'm an
don't.
actual
Yes, you do.
psychologist. We
Pit dog
don't
I
do
don't. How
that.
can you tell
Yes, y'all
me
do.
what I do and I don't agree with? I don't agree with child gender sex
I
changes.
actually work
Okay,
in
if
a
you're not a
school.
part, I literally said if you're not a part of them, if you're against that, it's not towards you. Then I literally
It's
said that
not
in the
even
beginning.
happening. It's not even a real thing. It's all a lie. Where do you get your information? Are you a student or?
Mickey, stop it. It's everywhere. It's you
not
guys
everywhere.
group
You're
that
saying
pushes
it's
this stuff.
everywhere, but people are saying we do not see it. It's
Hey,
not taught in school.
hey y'all. If you don't see it, that means you're a liar. You're a liar.
Give the
Yes, you guys
titles
is doing.
of the books.
Sweet, calm
You need
down.
to be in a straitjacket.
Huh?
You need
Give
to be in a
the
straitjacket.
titles
You are
Why
literally
would I be in a
of the
straitjacket?
books.
You
What?
do, Rod. You're crazy.
How am I crazy? What did I do?
Everything you're saying is psychotic and a lie. I mean, you pulled it
No,
right
it's
out of your
not.
asshole. You pulled
Not
it
really.
right out of your asshole.
Not
You haven't
really.
spoken to a single child. Speak to one child. Get teenagers on here.
Hey,
You won't hear one
y'all,
kid confirm anything you're
We can,
saying.
it's so many
I have
TikToks. You
kids.
can look at the
I
TikToks.
have
Wow,
kids, and
so
it's all a
TikToks.
lie.
Yeah, you can look at the
It's not
TikToks.
real.
It's people making TikToks about this stuff. Are you
No, they're
serious?
not.
People making
No, they're not. It's not
TikToks.
real.
We can go to the search
Just
engine off
lying
that.
Republicans. Just lying Republicans getting on here
No,
making
I'm
up
not a
talked about
bullshit.
a
Republican.
lot
I
of
am
things.
not.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not,
You're a
Mickey.
Trump dick sucker is what you are. Yeah, you
No,
are.
I am not.
Yeah,
Nikki,
you
shut
are.
the fuck up so I can talk.
Hey, there's no need for that. Let her.
No,
She
I
can talk,
won't.
man.
I
Relax,
won't.
Blue.
I'm so sick of hearing this rhetoric. That's completely bullshit.
Okay, then
Yeah,
why did
no, it's
my
not.
friend, whose kid is still in middle school, actually get a book and bring it home? And guess what it was?
What?
What was it?
It was a book showing two people, two girls, kissing.
So the
Exactly.
people are gay.
Exactly.
What's the
Nothing wrong
name
with
of the
that.
book?
Exactly.
Let me ask you a
We
question.
don't want
What's
Let
the
me
that
ask
name
you
of
a
the
question.
book?
About
Are you
racism.
okay?
Just on,
Good question. Are
like
you
people
They
write
target
books about
children,
anything,
bro.
babe.
What
Wait a
was the
minute.
name of the
Wait a
book?
Why
minute.
is there psychologists that are actually
Are
pushing
you
that
okay
shit?
with
But
children
it's
I'm
only
an
showing a
actual
man and a
Why
woman
is it so
kissing?
wrong to
Tell me
write
the
Yes.
a
name
love
of
book
the
about
book.
two people? I'm a little
Are you
lost.
okay
That's
with
what
the
I was
book
doing.
showing a family with a husband and a wife kissing? Are you okay with that?
A husband and a wife kissing? Yes, I am
Yes.
very
Exactly. So
with
what's the
that.
difference
Yes.
between a
Yes.
wife and a
Why?
wife?
Why?
Because it's
Why is that
natural,
okay?
ma'am. It's
But the other's
natural.
not okay.
And guess what?
What you
And guess
mean?
what?
I think
Homosexuality
love
is
is
natural.
natural,
Also,
so I
it
don't
happens
understand
in
why
nature,
you're so
buddy.
upset about how
Listen. I know what you
people
guys are trying to do. It's
People
not
are
gonna
fucking
work.
gay.
Just know
Get
this
over
though.
it, you
Just know
dipshit.
this though. Man and woman is natural. That's how y'all got
And
here.
guess what?
Duh.
And guess what?
That's how
Man
we
and
got
man
here.
is
That's
also
basic
natural.
human
It's found in
analogy.
nature, buddy.
That is basic biology. What is
If
y'all
you
Love
mean,
can
is
bro?
Guess
show,
what?
natural.
if
Being
you
Like,
gay
can
if
is
you
show
something
love
At
little
the
nature.
end of the
kids a
day,
man
that's
and
how
a
y'all
woman
got her.
kissing,
Stop
go for it,
talking.
bro. I don't
LGBTQ
understand how
target
it.
children.
if
Deal
you're
with
What
it.
going,
is the
then
highest
straight people
level
are
Hey, don't be
targeting
mad
children.
at
what is
me.
the
Don't be
highest
mad
level
at
of
me, y'all.
biology
Straight people are
you have
targeting
taken?
children. Okay, I
Yeah,
got
don't be
one for
mad
you.
at me.
Hold
I
on,
got one
Rod,
for you.
Rod,
What's
How
the
Rod.
about the
highest
Don't
level
be
of
Republican
mad at me.
biology
politician
host that you've
lowering the
taken?
age of child marriage to like 9
Hold
years
on,
old in red
real quick.
states?
Wait, Mickey, hold on. Wait, calm down. Breathe, everybody. Breathe. Listen, y'all. Don't be upset with me. Don't be upset with me. Your gender change stuff does target children. Are we serious? Y'all gonna sit up here and lie in my face? Come on, y'all. We get
Do
it.
you
We
have
get it. We
children in
don't want you.
school?
We get it, y'all. Hold on, Smash. I got you, Smash. You gonna talk. I got you. All I'm saying is this, y'all. I'm just saying is this. Half of y'all group support it, y'all. Half? Come
Supports
on now,
anything.
y'all.
Y'all group is the one
That is
supporting lowering
bad.
child
If it
marriage
was
to 9
natural,
That's
you
years
wouldn't
bad.
need to
old.
take drugs to do it.
Why aren't y'all like correcting them? Huh? Why aren't y'all like fighting against that?
Because that's not real.
You
It's not
see,
real.
this is the part I don't like. It's
It's
crazy
not
how
real.
y'all don't fight the other half, but y'all
No,
gonna
I
fight me
do.
though.
It's not
Multiple
real.
people that I
It
know
is
of
real.
who
Yes,
are
it is.
also LGBT are against it, and we speak out against it, and we don't like it. But we
That is
accept
true.
the
That's true.
fact, we
That's
accept the
true.
fact that sometimes, people like you will come in and make it seem like we're evil when we're not. And really, all we want to do is just educate people. I don't
I
think
mean,
children
listen, he
should
just
know
said
about
it's
that
okay
stuff
for
either.
he
But
just
I
said it's
think that
okay
once
for
they
children
reach,
to,
like,
to
I
show
don't
a man
know,
and a
maybe
woman
like
kissing, but
18
not
or
two
something,
men or two women
fine.
Yes,
kissing.
yes, I
But
am. I definitely agree with that, Mickey. Please, it's
So you're
literally how everyone
promoting
got
sex
here.
to children. You're
Ma'am,
promoting sex to
ma'am. Hey,
children then.
ma'am,
You're
listen.
the
I
one
don't
grooming.
support
Problem,
what
we're
you
trying to
support,
solve.
though.
Yes,
That
you
doesn't make
do.
Get
sense.
over it. Get over it, bro. At the end of the day,
If
that's
it's
how
okay
everybody
for
got here.
children to see
Stop
a man and
talking.
woman,
Stop talking.
Because
Please be
that's
quiet.
natural.
Like, what do you mean? That's literally how everybody got here on Earth. What are you talking about? Please stop
What
talking,
is
guess
man.
your highest
guess what?
level of biology?
Dude.
Mickey, can you give me a minute and just let me speak to him for a hot second?
Yes, a hot
Oh,
second.
what is the highest level of biology you have ever taken?
Oh, no, ma'am. It's called, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that to know basic biology. Are you serious? So,
Because
because
the
so,
if they're
so,
bio.
so
using
Okay,
man and
biology,
woman,
stop. Hold on,
so
hold on.
man
homosexuality
and
comes
Stop.
out
woman
of
is not the natural
territoriality.
selection of things,
Jacob and
natural
Mickey
order?
and S, please just give me a
Don't be a little
moment.
No,
bitch and
man.
leave.
I'm asking you a
Mickey,
question.
please give me a moment. Please give me a moment,
Exactly.
please.
Yeah, I know.
No
It
Okay,
hurts.
so
toxicity.
stop. So explain my child who has 45, not 46 chromosomes. Go.
There you go.
45
Mutation.
but not 46 chromosomes. Oh my goodness. So let me
Explain
guess.
the
You don't
Exactly.
children
know.
that are
Hold
born
on.
both
Wait.
male and female.
I'm finna help
Explain
y'all out.
intersex children.
Hold
I
on.
can actually
Mickey,
explain intersex
relax.
children. I took a
What'd you
whole
say,
course on
Blue?
that one.
What'd you say, Blue? I ain't hear you.
Intersex is a deformity.
Like seriously. So what are
They're
you
not fully
saying your
developed.
child is what? Male or
They
female? Which
stop
one is it?
developing halfway through. They never fully develop to the correct sex. That
What
is
about the
literally a
ones that fully
deformity
develop as a
because it's
female
under
but have male
20%.
Hey,
chromosomes?
Hey,
Explain
Matt
yo.
that.
Singer.
That's
Max
falling
Singer.
under
So what do
intersex.
you call your child, Matt Singer? Male or female?
Still a
Which one?
deformity. For it to be considered normal, it has to be common, and common is not anything under 35%.
Exactly.
I still ask the question. Explain my child. If biology is so straightforward,
I did. It's a mutation.
Yeah, it's
explain
an
my child.
abomination. Should be killed.
First, oh,
Excuse
okay.
me? What
Yeah.
was said?
Yeah. It's abomination. It should be killed.
Hey, can you like stop doing that, please, Anon? That's why you're gone. But yeah, what you were saying,
Wow.
Mask?
Damn.
So you're saying that biology is straightforward, and what I'm saying to you is biology is not straightforward. And most often, people don't realize it's not straightforward until they attempt to have kids. And so, for
So what are you
instance,
saying now? So what are you saying? Your children doesn't have a gender now or a sex? Which one?
Pretty
That's what you're
straightforward.
saying.
Your DNA screws up
he
sometimes. You get
he
mutations. They
has.
survive or they don't. That's just how it is. That's
You said
natural
he?
selection.
I think she said he.
I
What'd you
said
say?
nope. I said she has a
Okay, now it's
gender.
she. Okay, she said
But
she, everyone.
okay, so but she was socialized into that gender. But there are people who exist who also only have 45 chromosomes who identify as male because
Stop talking, please. I'm not here for all that. At the
Yeah,
end of the
okay,
day, it's
okay.
a she. Get on with that. Get on. I don't gotta follow none of that. At the end of the day, please stop talking. So with that
if
being
you're going
said,
to shut up people who
LGBTQ
know
does
more
target
than you.
children. At the end of the day,
No, it
half
does
of y'all
not.
group
You've
The
not
report.
named a
mentality
single
doesn't
book.
make you the opposite sex.
Excuse
Do
me.
you have children
I
in the
said a
school setting,
mentality doesn't
host?
make you the
Hold
opposite
on, real
sex.
quick. Hold on, real quick.
Do you host? Do you have
I got you real quick. Hold on. Somebody new to the panel. Mask. Seven. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me, Seven?
Thank you for welcoming me. I was just literally reading what you wrote here. And I'm just wondering why you guys think LGBTQ people target children when crimes against children are most often committed by men, like cis men. They're not LGBTQ. These are people that target children, that do horrible things to children. So yeah, it just baffles me that this narrative is being spun that LGBTQ people harm children, because I mean the chances of that are slim compared to the crimes that men commit against children.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. But at least we're not doing things like let's say hey, let's have our children do gender sex change. Let's do that. Do you think that's right, Seven?
Well, do
Gender
you
sex
think
change for little
children getting
children?
raped is better? Like, I'm confused.
Can you not
I'm
say
trying
that,
to figure out
please?
the correlation here because it's
No.
not a sex
Just
thing right
asking a
now.
question. So could you
We're
answer
talking about
that?
transgender.
Say what, Seven? Blue?
Oh, I didn't speak, sorry.
What you say, Blue?
Well, you know,
What she
for the
said,
person
it
who's
was
talked
targeting
about the
men, but
genetic
we're not talking
mutation
Hey,
about
thing,
like a
Max, you
men
can
or
leave. I,
female
I can
type of
care. I can
thing.
care less of Seven. I mean, Mask. What the hell? I hate when people. You guys get so very entitled. Oh my goodness, it's cringe fest. Like I need you here. But what you say?
to the person who talked about, deformity and such, that's part of the reason why we're here right now is because of deformity and evolution over the course of millions of years.
Yes, I understand that. That's why I said DNA sometimes messes up or changes, and what survives, survives. What doesn't. That is natural selection.
Yeah, I know. So why do you think that there's any difference in homosexuality or why do you think there's any difference?
What would be the natural purpose of homosexuality?
Well, no one knows, but I think
We don't care about who you date. I know I don't care. At the end of the day, all I care about is LGBTQ plus target children. Who you date, bro? You can date who you date, bro. I really don't care. But Honey Base, what you got for me? Nice try.
Sorry, good morning. I agree. I agree with the topic.
Talk
I
to me.
believe that this is my humble opinion. Children are sponges and they absorb whatever is around them, even when they're not, even when they're with us or around us. If they see this being normalized, they themselves are going to want to be a part of whatever it is, or to stand out and get be recognized. And some of them are is it, but they're normalizing it and making it seem as though this is the way to go. And I do believe that they are targeting our children. And
Who won the lottery? I did.
And now you're
I feel
dropped.
like if I can
I'm
interject
sorry.
quickly,
I'm sorry.
I feel like this guise of like, oh, it's for the children, we need to protect the children, is really just a cover up for the hate that people feel towards this marginalized group of people. But at the end of the day, like, unless we're all free, none of us are free. And LGBTQ people are some of the most oppressed and marginalized people in the modern world, in the Western.
Not more than black people. Please stop
Well, wait
talking.
a minute. Well, wait.
Please stop talking with that.
One of the things that I find
But
extremely
Including
hold on,
black
real
people.
quick. Let me talk. This is what I'm saying here. I'm saying I'm going off of the gender sex change stuff. That's my main example of it. Why do they need to target children for that? Go.
How are they targeting children? That's really my main question.
How are they not?
Like,
they're doing it. They're doing it with cartoons. They're doing it with commercials. They're doing it. They're
With
doing it
lives on
with.
TikTok.
They're doing it with drag at story time for children at a library. They're doing it in that shape, form, and fashion. So our
Even the
children are
teachers be
heavily.
pushing it.
our children are heavily influenced by what they are physically seeing. We as parents, we could put into them all day long, but what they are subjected to when they are in the world is something different.
So do you feel like it's not on the parent of that child to protect that child, because children are being targeted for many things, not just
Seven,
this?
you know what, Seven? Here's the deal for me, right? And I can only speak about me. I can teach my children all day long how to be kind, generous, and wonderful people, right? And to respect themselves as an individual. But this world is what they're going to experience when they go outside the door, and their reaction to things are going to be different than what the love that is within my walls and things outside of my control. And unfortunately, that has a heavier influence over their life than what I physically do, what I instilled in them. They will go back to what I instilled in them, but I cannot do anything to protect them once they're out into the world and what the world hands them.
And I get that, but do you feel like, okay, in an instance, and I'm not trying to say this is going to be your situation, but in an instance where your child came to you at whatever age and told you that they were feeling this way, like how would you respond to that? Would you protect your child? Would you try to get the resources that they need, or would you kind of shun them away and bring trauma to them? Because essentially these people are...
I would never to answer your question. I'm sorry I interrupted. I would never intentionally traumatize my child. And knowing that it's something that I do not know about, I would take them to someone that I know is reputable, not someone that is pushing towards one way or another, someone just to identify with why they feel this particular way, why it is they feel this way, and what they will feel. It's like giving a 5-year-old, letting them get a tattoo. When they get 18, their mindset on that tattoo will be totally different. So my stance on that, to answer your question, I would take them to someone that would be right in the middle, not someone pushing one way or another, not someone with rainbows all over the wall and telling this child, whatever you're feeling is great. Let's discuss it. That's how I would handle it.
I'm sorry. I have to respond to that real quick. I'm so sorry. It's just...
Hey, Jordy, welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Hi. Thank you for having me up.
Yeah.
I think that is... I'm so sorry to say this. I'm not trying to be rude when I say this. I think that's
Oh,
absolutely...
no, you're good. Just talk. Share your thoughts.
I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Because I can tell you something. I was born in 1990. I grew up in the 2000s. I was in Ohio. Heavily Christian family, pastor for a grandfather, mother was an elder in the church, father was an elder in the church. I did not grow up around the LGBTQ community. But guess what? I'm LGBTQ anyway. They took me to conversion therapy. They took me to straight camp. It's either in you
What's
or it's
straight
not.
camp?
So there's a program called the Exodus program in Indiana where they take children, and the way that they put it is they put you into your
They do
proper...
what?
They put you into your proper gender.
They take who?
Teenagers that quote unquote are saying that they're LGBTQ, like they're doing that, and they're trying to basically like show you that that's not right and that you need to go back into your proper gender role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So either in you or it's not. Them showing things on TV, just like they showed me when I was a kid growing up, only seeing heterosexual couples on TV, did not make me want to be straight. It did not influence me to be straight. What it did, though, was it shamed me for who I was as a person. And I thought for so many years that who I was wrong, because that's what I grew up around. All this stuff in media that you see and everything like that, for the most part, is just people showing, hey, people like this exist. And it's okay that people like this exist. It's not some agenda. It's not some weird like conspiracy theory to turn all your children queer or gay, just like it's when you see things that are gendered within the heterosexual community. It's just showing that those things exist. That's all it is. It's not going to magically turn your child queer. It's not going to make your child like think a certain way. If anything,
hold on real quick, Jordy. We're not talking about who they date. No, I'm talking about the gender sex change, how they try to how they target children. What is your take on that?
I'm just using that as a broad example, but I am trans.
But here's the true question though. What about gender sex changing? Like how do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, I am trans.
But for children though, children.
Oh, no, I understand what you're saying. I'm so sorry about that. Let me get back onto that point. a lot of
Who you
times when
date
people
is
are,
who you date. I don't have no problem with who
I
you
get you,
date.
I get you,
Whatever
but
you do, I do your thing.
yeah, but there's a lot of stuff to go into that. And it's not as black and white as people think. People think that they're just handing out like hormone blockers to kids and stuff like
No,
that.
no, we're not. We're asking why are they targeting children for that? Why?
What do you mean? Can I get a more like reference of what you mean by targeting children for that?
Like it's literally like it's really simple, not complex. Why do they need to bring up children for that type of surgery? I guess that type of procedure. Why? That's the part I'm
But
confused
the
on.
children
Why?
children are not getting surgery, right?
Yeah,
They're
they
getting
don't.
hormone
Yeah, they
suppressors, and
don't
it's
do
not
that
just
in
trans
like most
children that get this.
cases.
They
But
use
here's
it
the
for
thing, though. I'm
athletes.
talking
They
about
use
the
it for
procedure and
all
the
types of
process of it,
Yeah, so
of gender sex change.
most
So
children who
that's
go through
appropriate
that.
to like talk to children about.
Well,
That's
so
appropriate.
first of all, if you're under the age of 18, you have to you have to have a parent's consent.
No,
And
no, they're going to pass on. I think they passed some in a few states about 13-year-olds or something like that, or 12-year-olds, something like that. When I saw that, I was quite baffled, and I was sitting here like, wait a minute, this community cannot be seriously trying to push that for children. Like, and you know what's crazy? A lot of part of that community is pushing it, and I want to know why. Like, why are they doing it? Like, why?
I don't think it's necessarily pushing it. It's just giving the children in abusive places that know that who they are as trans. Because let me put something forward to
Hold
you.
on. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate that part? Slow it down a bit for me.
I'm so sorry. My apologies. But in general, that I'd have to look that up because I have not heard of any, and I live in a pretty liberal state, and I haven't heard anything about that. Now, what will happen is that they'll take the children and they'll take them to therapy to start allowing them to take hormone replacement therapy or take puberty blockers, which,
And
by the
why
way,
do they do that? That right
puberty
there.
blockers are first of all, reversible. You can reverse puberty blockers.
We understand that, but why do they need to do that? Why?
Because a kid will know about themselves, who they are.
At the age of 12?
Yes, you will. Because trust me, I
At the
knew.
age
I
of
just didn't
12.
have the vocabulary at the time to express that. But I knew who I was at a very young age. I knew that I wasn't the same as everybody else. I knew that I stepped outside of like when I saw all the little boys like acting the way they were acting and doing the way they are. I never felt
Well,
like I was a
if you
part of
knew
the
that,
group.
why did you need puberty blockers?
I didn't take them as a child because I didn't have that option. I didn't know. And let me tell you something, puberty was like, for most kids, but especially for me, was absolute hell.
See, Jordy,
Because my
I
body
kind of
was changing.
listen, right? Listen what I'm saying. If you knew that, why did you need to take listen, y'all, just listen. If you already know that you're that, right? Why did you need to go through a procedure? That's all I'm asking. Why? But hey, Planet Diva, welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Yeah, so I was gonna say that I would say the reason why they are going for children is because a lot of people in the queer community understand that if they had access to procedures that were gender affirming, they would probably be I'm gonna say they would probably have a more content level of identity and self. Because when you look at young trans youth, they are so troubled because their bodies don't represent who they are in their spirits. And like you're saying, it doesn't matter if you want to get surgery or if you don't, but if you would like those procedures and you would like those, if you would like aid, then I feel like it should not be prohibited for you to get it. And
What do you mean by that? Even a 12-year-old?
Yes,
A 12-year-old.
children should be allowed to get medical procedures if
Why no? Why children need to be allowed? A 12-year-old. Why do they need to be allowed that? Do you think they're in that correct frame of mind at that age? Planet Diva. Do you? Cause I mean, if children, you guys are saying all this and that, but I'm stuck on the part on why. Like why?
I feel like the society does not give children the autonomy. Like children know who they are.
At 12
know
years
what's
old,
going on
children know
around
who they are at 12
them.
years
A lot
old.
of people do not. They
Not
don't even see
exactly.
children
They
as a
change
full
their head.
human.
They
Honestly,
change the way they think over time. Your brain's not done developing until you're 25.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
An undeveloped brain knows exactly what they want out of life at 12 years old.
Not
No,
about
they're
every
not.
little not
They
about every
want
little
out of
detail,
life. It's
but
about knowing who they are.
you knew at
When
12
you're
years
12
old
You don't
years
though.
know
old,
who
you
you
do
are at
not
that age.
know
So you
what you're
guys telling me
doing.
with a
It's
straight
time for
face
you to
at 12
make
years old, you
mistakes.
guys know who you are.
I thought a
Yes,
bunch
I
of
No,
knew
people
exactly
as a
who I
kid
was at 12
didn't
years
no.
know
old
who
in
I
regards
was.
to my gender and in regards to who I was attracted to. I knew who I was at 12 years old. Yes. In regards to
I
those manners, yes, I did know who I was. But like I
I
said, I think
genuinely
it's so great that they're giving all this information to kids because I did not have that information. So I suffer.
Hold on real quick, Jordy. I got somebody new to the panel. Is Miles Za?
I
Welcome to the panel. What you
smiles.
got for me?
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest.
Yeah.
I feel like it is, and no offense, but I am a mother. I feel like it is. I don't even practice PDA in front of my child. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. There is no reason why it should be given to a child. And at 12 years old, you're not making, that's the time that you're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're growing. You're an adolescent. This is your preteen ages. I was just talking to another girl on another panel who's detransitioning. And it's crazy. We had a similar story. One moment, I promise, I'm gonna make this as fast as I can. Growing up, I was a tomboy. My sister was the pretty girl. I didn't step into my femininity until I met my husband, who's now my ex-husband. That is something that you grow into. Every child has their own issues with development. I feel like they want this specialty when it comes to life, like they want this special pass, and then they're trying to put it on children, when we
I
know
agree.
that life as a kid is hard already, and then it's going to confuse other children who are just living regular lives, who don't feel the need. Why do we need puberty blockers? Why do you want the government? It's just like a child who they want to
Because
give
kids are
ADHD
queer
pills to.
too.
One moment, I've seen my cousin spaced out because they just said, oh, he has ADHD, so his mother just gave him Ritalin. You just want to get on pills that the government provides? That's supporting Big Pharma. Do you
Yeah, I
know that
agree.
they get money from that? Like, are y'all really caring about these children being individuals, loving themselves for themselves? And that was a perfect question, host. If you feel like this is what you are, there is no need to take a pill to be that. Because when I was a tomboy and I thought I was a boy, I didn't have to take a pill for it. It's just how
Facts.
I acted.
Yep.
Not those things are not even equal to what it
What do
means to
you
be
mean?
trans
Okay,
beyond
yeah,
beyond
because
the
trans women
can
are
I
more
actually say I
important
wanted to say
than
this
the other
before and
way
I'm just
around.
gonna say
Because
this real quick and
AGs
then
and studs don't
I'm gonna
exist.
drop. But you're comparing to the things of like ADHD and all that other stuff like that.
You can drop now. But what you were saying, Miles?
But why didn't you let her speak as somebody who's
I mean,
trans? Like,
I've
did you
been
not like
letting them
hearing from them?
speak. I'm over it.
Like,
I'm
she
over it.
brought some very great points.
No, she
The
did
great your
not.
great points targets children. I don't understand that.
But the
Like,
thing is,
So you
Rod, like,
just
not
having so
disrespecting, but
you
I
just
feel like we
having this
open this
conversation
platform
to
to hear
argue.
different perspectives, right? So we should
it's not
allow, like,
making sense,
for
y'all.
that.
That's all I'm
So you
saying
just
here, Planet
having this
Diva.
conversation to argue.
But are
Okay.
you willing to understand? Are you willing to open
Yeah,
and
I'm
broaden your
trying to
perspective?
understand, but it's not lining up with logic. This is where y'all not understanding. It's
The
not
most
logical.
dangerous
It's
people to children are
illogical.
men. Everybody knows that. The most dangerous people to children are men, cis men. These are the people that are targeting children. These
Again,
are the
it's
people that
not
are
about
harming
the
children.
sexes, it's about people being trans and pushing it.
Furthermore,
Wait,
this
time out.
lady,
Okay, you
okay, I'm
say
sorry,
that
I don't see
seven.
your full name. Can I just say one quick thing to you? I feel like we're inflating gender and sexuality. These are two different things.
Oh my goodness, girl, gone. We always hear this same rhetoric y'all always talking about. At the end of the day, you guys
Yeah.
target
So
children for that type of procedure. Why would kid need puberty blockers? like what?
You
So
realize they
seven,
give
you're
that to
cool with
athletes too,
children
right?
getting
They
puberty
give
blockers?
puberty blockers. They give that to athletes too. Children who are athletes are given puberty blockers too. This is not just
yeah,
for
Man,
for
trans
so
people. It
sure.
you're
doesn't
cute.
apply.
Not the
You're
same for
good
sex.
with children taking puberty blockers.
I'm good with children getting the care and the love that they deserve. I honestly feel like
Which is
children are more
puberty
in tune.
blockers.
Children are more in tune with their true essence than most adults. They know who the fuck they are. They know what
At
they
12
want out of
years
life.
old.
They
Not
know
really.
more than a 24-year-old,
Because we
but
were
they
kids
A
still are
too,
12
and
year
we
led
old
didn't
no
by
need
more
any
than a
of that.
24-year-old.
societal. Honestly, I feel like they know more about what they want to do. That's why they say, like, what you wanted to do as a child is probably what you should do in life because they know who they are. If you spend
Can
time
I
with
ask
any
you a
child,
question?
I have a lot of nephews and nieces, they know who they are and they're very intelligent.
At
Can
12
I
years
ask
old.
you?
Should they start
As
paying bills
children,
and,
yeah.
and everything else at 12?
It's
Hey,
not
better get
about
start
that.
getting
It's
a
about
job.
knowing your true essence. It's about knowing your true essence, what you want out of life, and who you are inside, right? We cannot relate because we are not trans.
Why do you need puberty
So
blockers for that?
Yeah, we were kids, and they also
it's
did
just about
videos on
giving
that
them the
stuff, and it
time,
changes over
right?
time.
Puberty is very disruptive. It can be very, imagine if you're
What,
trans and you're
taking
going
puberty
through
blockers is
puberty.
disruptive now?
No, it's going to pause that, so it gives them time to think. It gives them time to go through therapy. It gives them time to figure out who they really are before they
Can
become
we
an
be
adult and
honest?
can.
Can we be honest? Can we separate the L, the G, the B, and let's just go to the T, because this seems to be the biggest issue, because it doesn't seem like any of the first three have identity issues. This is for the T because they have a mental disorder, and that's something that you can look into on your own. But we're gonna go based off of facts, right? Why are we taking advice from a group that when they are caught in the wrong, they're mostly caught in the wrong for essay and grape towards women and children?
That is facts. That is
We need to
facts.
look at statistics because the main people that target women and children are men. They're cis men. We have
Okay,
like
right? No. Actually, they did a report that they took like a survey inside of a prison, and those who were of the trans community were more found likely to do essay towards women and children versus the heterosexual males that were in there. Those who claimed heterosexual cis men, how whatever in jail, they
I
basically
will
were
try to
in
look
trials
that
for
up, but based on
robbery. They were in there for car theft. They were in there for they did have some assaults and things like that. But for essay and grape, it was the trans women.
it's definitely men. Honestly, you can talk to all the
It's
women you know.
males.
One of
It's
them has a
males.
story about a cis man targeting them. Any woman can
It's
step out. Who
males.
do we fear? I
Right.
don't fear a trans person. If anything,
Well,
I
we
know I'm
do.
safe with
Okay,
them.
so you ever heard of
I,
someone
I
called
fear a, I
Mackenzie?
fear a cis man when I
Oh,
step out
you
at
ever
night.
heard of someone called Barbie, Mackenzie, Jocelyn? I mean Joyce is her name. Joyce is her name. These are trans women who go on to female shows, and they actually have altercations with regular women,
Well,
biological
for
women.
the statistics of what you brought up, right?
What do you
Mouse?
need?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't hear about that actually.
Did you need that? Oh, the
I'll look it
statistics that
up.
I got.
Yeah,
I'll
One
look it
like
up,
like
moment.
like
but
they go on to talk.
it's a widely known fact that cis men are the most dangerous people on the face of the planet. We all know that. We don't
So
have
No,
to
no,
explain.
you're
no.
telling me you
I
will
just
fear a
told
guy in a cage instead of a T person in a cage?
I do not fear any trans person ever.
But
Every
you'll fear
trans
a
person
guy
I've ever
though.
met in my life is everybody. I'm sorry to say, and I know you are a male, but I mean, I'm sure you have sisters and mother, grandmother, women in your life. Like, I don't even want to say that I fear men, but I just know
We're running away from
men.
the topic
Men
here.
are,
How about we do
yeah.
this? But let me ask you this question that you never answer. So children can take puberty blockers.
If
And what
that's
I
what they need, if that's what their doctor prescribes them, if that's what a professional thinks it's
do
best for their
I have a
journey, then
question. Do you believe in
but
GAC
hold
for
on real
kids?
quick. If they know what they like and who they are at 12 years old, she says, people, then why
but
would they need puberty blockers?
it's not so much about who they like, right? Sexuality and gender are different. It's about their gender. It's about not feeling like yourself in the body that you were born with, right? And
Sex and
and
gender
I
it's
just
are
want to know
actually
why do they
it's
implications.
target
it's
children
actually
for that type of procedure?
it's
That's what I'm
actually
really
like proven
asking.
by
I
science
don't
that
care
this
who
is a
they date.
valid.
I really don't.
Hey,
Anybody
hey,
can date
Rock.
who they want, bro. I don't care about that. But I'm talking
But just
about
know,
the
can I
procedure.
say one
It's
thing?
a
Can I just say
problem
one
once
more
you
thing?
start adding
I feel like the
medicine.
I feel like the hate that
Yep.
people have
That's what I'm saying.
towards
That's all I'm saying.
LGBT.
Hey,
Not hate.
I
Stop
feel
with
like
the
the
H word.
okay.
man,
Let me
I
just
feel
say
like
this.
It's like
Nobody hates y'all.
that's
hey,
Nobody
Rock,
even care about y'all.
manipulation.
hey, Rock, could I say something?
The
Go
dislike,
ahead,
the
Dazzle. Welcome
dislike
to the
that people
panel. What you
have.
got for me? Hold on, real
Well,
quick, Seven.
well,
I got you.
I
Hold
want
on.
at 7. If they know right who they are, at okay, you say well they want to be something or they feel different, whatever. How the fuck you know that you feel like a woman if you never been a woman or a little girl? Like I don't know how you know that. Like how do you know that I just don't feel right? I'm a woman, but you've never been a woman. So how do you know what it feels like to be one? That's why I don't get what y'all talking about.
That's a
You know
great
what I'm
Can
saying?
question.
I
And
get in real quick? Can we not do the hate thing, especially in the Black community? We never hated RuPaul. We never hated fucking Rick James. We never hated what's his name?
Prince.
We never hated none of them. So don't do that with the you hate.
I'm
No,
not
we don't. All
Yeah,
of our
yeah. We don't hate
stylists are
nobody, especially
mostly
black
I'm not
people.
trying to
are
hate you, but I'm just saying
LGBT.
society
Our stylists are
norms.
LGBT. Fashion comes from LGBT. Saucy Santana gets a hell a lot of love. So stop doing that HATE word because we're done with it.
I'm not really saying that to you. I'm just saying in general, this
Hold on,
comes
real quick, Seven.
from.
I got other two people new to the panel. I just gotta bring
Let
them
me
in
just
that we
finish
can
this
have
one
open
quick thought.
panel.
Let me just finish this one quick thought, please. This hate,
Yes,
let me
ma'am.
just finish the thought. This comes from, it honestly stems from white supremacy. Like before
No, it's
colonization,
not.
if it does. And let me just finish
The
this quick
white
thought.
agenda.
I live in Canada. Native people within this country, like the indigenous people of Canada, they recognize up to 5 genders before colonization. Like this is something that was just
Okay, that's good to hear. We appreciate Canada. They got good ginger ale.
Name
Hold
other
on, real quick,
genders
confusing
too.
me,
Dazzle.
so I'm just gonna shut up.
Name more than 2 genders.
Dazzle, hold on, Dazzle, I got you. Learner, welcome to the panel. Learner and Sunflower, welcome to the panel. What you got
Hello,
for me?
thank you. Well, I, I'm a little old. Okay,
Excuse me?
I simply think that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yep, I
Can
could.
you hear
Yeah.
me? Okay. I'm 52 years old,
Yeah.
and my kids are grown, and I'm kind of old. I look at it is that sometimes this particular group it tends to want to push their narrative into children boundaries. I'm
Yeah.
not saying all of them. I'm saying some of them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
before y'all come at me. I just think children should be children. I do not believe, and this is my opinion. I don't believe trans kids exist. I
Yes,
don't. They
ma'am.
picked it up somewhere, or some is being taught and learned. And I think children should have their childhood. Point blank. Period. Um, I don't want to hear the magic illusions and all those things. I think we should protect our children when they want to become something else. They should be 25 years old to do it. The point is, the people in LGBTQ should be over the age of 25 to make that. Adults have the right to make choices. Children do not because they are guided by caretakers, parents, whoever is taking care of the state, whatever. I just simply, I'm sorry. I'm not hating anybody. Everybody have the right to be whatever they want to. But when you are targeting children, there's going to be caretakers, parents, state, or whatever is going to have a problem with it. And I
I
land my
totally
plane.
agree. I totally agree. Hold on, real quick, Learner, real quick. I got somebody else to the panel. Sunflower, welcome to the
Hello.
panel. What you got for me?
So, you were saying you didn't understand about the puberty blockers. Like, if they know who they are, why
Do
introduce
they need
puberty?
puberty blockers? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
the idea of the puberty blockers is to stop, let's say, the facial hair growth, the changing of the voice, enlargement of the chest for girls.
Do you think
That's
that's
what it's
healthy?
preventing.
Is that healthy to you?
I'm not a doctor and I don't know, but my biggest thing I hear with everybody right now, they says our children. Like, when does somebody else's child become your child?
When it's happening inside of a classroom, it's affecting all children.
Exactly.
Okay, but that goes with bullying.
Kids are not going.
When
You asked the
bullying happens
question.
inside of a classroom, it affects all children.
Why do
When
children need to take puberty blockers if they know who they is? Why? It
You
doesn't
think that
matter
they
about
don't
your you
happen
have
to a
boobs.
specific group?
Why do you need to
I have
take
a
those
question.
drugs? Why?
I have another question. Can I just add on? Do you think
No,
that
I'm
really?
asking a question real quick. Sunflower, why do they
So,
need to take puberty blockers?
because let's say if you have a boy who says I'm a girl and he knows he's a girl, so now she knows she's a girl, and the parents and
Yeah, what's
the
good?
doctors say, hey, if this is how you want to grow, and to stop your voice from changing to sound like a man, to keep it more feminine, stuff like that, that's onto them. But to say that
So that's
what
healthy to
you
you?
do,
Is that's healthy?
I don't know because I don't have a child that's going through that.
Okay,
I'm
then.
not met
So
with
so so
doctors to find
children
out.
have a right to 12-year-olds have a right to do that? 12-year-olds?
Yeah, no,
I think that's
definitely not.
between the parent and the doctors to discuss.
No. But 12-year-olds don't even need parent consent now in some states. So you agree with that?
No, I think parent consent when a child is under your house, under your medical stuff, that parent consent is necessary.
Hey,
Okay.
Rob. Hey, Rob.
I agree. What you got for me, Dazzle? What you say?
Why do they say, well, it's up to the doctor to decide, but when the doctor say a boy is a boy and a girl is a girl, you can't become the other for real in real life. They don't listen to the doctors then, but now all of a sudden it's up to the doctor to decide if they could do puberty blockers and we should listen to them. So why we got to listen to them in one aspect, but when they tell us the truth in another aspect, it's not okay.
Yeah,
I'd like to add
they use
something.
that doctor
Science is
aspect as
actually
a
split
defense
on that.
mechanism when losing an argument. But hey, Jensine, what you got for
Jensine.
me?
Hi, my name is Jensine. I'm 26 years old. How are you guys?
You don't have to do that here. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fed. Please go ahead.
Okay, so I'd like to add, so children aren't grown enough, they're not aware enough to make other sort of life-altering decisions. For example, children cannot drink alcohol, children cannot buy cars, children cannot do all these things, right? And it's because they are children and they don't have they don't have any sort of concept of the future. They don't know what it's going to be like to be 25 years old.
I agree.
Children can birth
Right?
children.
So I feel like it is absolutely insane for us to let children make life-altering decisions when they literally do not even know how to wash their behinds correctly.
People
Well,
let children birth
Jensine,
children.
I got something for you. Children, they know who they is at 12 years old. Children know who that they are the best, that they are at their best mental state at that age, according to some LGBTQ supporters. Do you agree with that?
I do not agree with that. I think that that is insane. I think that they're using children's innocence and manipulation tactics to make lifelong patience. I think that's the only reason that the American public or like any sort of public has even accepted any of this nonsense.
I can definitely agree with that
It's
one.
just a way
Can I
to
ask
make
Jasmine a question?
it's a way to make a lifelong patient. And I'd also like to add, all of the puberty blockers that they are adding are extremely detrimental and harmful to health. There is nothing that says that these puberty blockers, if puberty blockers are not safe, look them up. Lupron is a puberty blocker that they give kids. It used to be used to castrate criminals. And they're pumping it into like 11-year-olds to stop them from having symptoms of puberty. So if you really look
Whoa, what the heck? Wait, what now?
7 says, I like to respond to 7. 7 says puberty blockers are not a lifelong decision. I'm sorry, but once you transition genders, who's there to detransition these people? Is there a whole association that deals with detransitioners? No, because they don't want you to be like,
Jasmine,
they will,
can I ask
how
you
do
a
I say this?
question?
It's not about their mental
hey,
health.
Sunflower, hold on real quick, Jensine. So Sunflower,
Mm-hmm.
you knew that puberty blockers castrate children?
No.
So you didn't know that?
No.
No, they just go by what they hear. Like, oh,
Well, I said I don't understand the medical side because I'm not personally dealing with anything, so I never looked up information.
But you mentioned puberty blockers, though.
No, I mentioned that if my child was going through something and I'm talking to their doctor, even when it comes to any kind of vaccine, I will read up on it and then decide like, hey, is this the route I want to take with my child? And that's a decision I make by doing the research if I'm in a situation that comes to.
Okay, hey, Learner, are you still there?
But
You
can
still
I
there,
ask
Learner?
Jasmine a question?
Hold on real quick,
Yes, I'm
Sunflower.
still here. Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, what you got for me, Learner?
I'm just sorry.
Actually, Blue Stage, where you been, man? You still there?
Yeah, I'm listening because some of this kind of went into the medicine category, and that's kind of my field.
Well, it went to the medicine category because it's that's the procedure that targets the children. It's like if they know who they
I
is,
know it's like
homie.
it's the nutrition stuff that caught my attention because I get into that stuff heavily because I used to work with nutritionists.
Hold on, real quick. Let me rotate this panel around real quick. Blue, stay in the comments for me, man. I just got to rotate the panel around real quick. But yeah, man, this is an open panel. So Sunflower, see what it is. What? Oh, Dazzle, what you were saying? Talk to me, Dazzle and Ginseng and
I'm, I'm
Miles.
I'm just saying, like, my thing is these people keep saying, well, they if they know they a boy, but they was in a girl's body. Like, how do you know that if you never been that? That don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all sit here and say, oh, well, they got the right to decide, but yet they can't go vote. They can't go to the military. They can't smoke cigarettes. They can't drink alcohol. But yes, they can potentially cause cancer to their body and other things that's go unalive them at 12 years old. But how dare they smoke a cigarette? But yet they can do this other thing that's go unalive them faster. That's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
agree.
It is
Hold on, real
crazy.
quick,
I
everybody.
want
Hold
to
on, real
know.
quick. Hold on, real quick. Hey,
I'm
everybody,
sorry.
tap the screen. What y'all mean, man? Give me up to 1,000 likes, pretty please, with sugar on
Okay.
top. Pretty please with sugar on top.
In,
Tap the screen, man. It's all love.
hey,
I
somebody
just want to hear
said how
y'all
it caused.
thoughts.
Somebody
I
said
just
how
want
it
to hear
caused
your thoughts.
cancer.
That's all it's about, man. Tap the
I
screen,
just
man.
want.
Come up here
So
and
my
talk with
question
me.
would be for the
Hey,
both
Rob,
of
somebody
them.
said
Can I
how it
ask my
caused
question?
cancer. Somebody said how it caused cancer. Not anything that go into your body that shouldn't be there. That's why we getting so much cancer from the food because there's so much stuff that go into your body that shouldn't go into your body. If it's not natural, it will cause cancer in your body, no matter what it is.
But my
Yep.
question for the
The
ones who
fucking
say
idiots.
12-year-olds aren't old enough to like make this decision, stuff like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you still carry that stance with when people force 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds to birth children?
Of course we do, ma'am. Of course we force that same stuff. That's not
Like,
that's
what
Captain
the
Obvious.
hell?
That's
What
wrong.
the crap?
That is wrong. Say what now?
No, like that's an obvious no. We don't
Yeah,
support that. That's
exactly.
crazy.
Like you
We got
see
common
that you
sense
see.
on this
Hey, trigger
damn
warning.
panel.
Yeah, great.
Trigger warning. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Yeah, I heard you talking about these the hormone blockers and all this. This is the problem though, that this is why I'm happy Trump got into office and he's getting rid of this stuff. But this is the problem though. They're using it as a marketing tool, and they're trying to appeal it to children and families that want to be a part of this ABC movement, woke stuff, right? And what they're doing is just pushing more stuff to sell to the American or to the communities, right? They just want to make money off this stuff, whether it's
Okay,
hormone
question though,
block.
everybody on the panel. Now I got a real question about this. Since they've been pushing this stuff heavily, especially that gender change stuff, do you guys think that is like do you guys think that's a gateway to like pass schmetophilia in the future? Do you think that's like a
Yes.
gateway for it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Right. And
I've
I
always
also,
It's
can
a
I just say
perversion.
this
This
real
is
quick?
Okay, hold
perverse
on, real
people.
quick. Sunflower said no. Let's hear what she got to say, y'all. Hold on. What you got for me, Sunflower?
I don't. I mean, when you look at just statistics on when that, I don't want to get your life cut, so what's the right way to say it?
Oh, schmetophilia.
Yeah, schmatophilia happens. I mean, you can even go look into the churches. Look at the payouts that they've had to do over what $3 billion in payouts for their clergy and priests that have done those things. Like, and we're focusing on our group that doesn't even come close to those statistics.
Okay,
Well,
all right, I hear you. Well, what you got for me,
can I
Martin
chime?
Starr?
Yeah.
Not accurate, though.
So basically, this is what I wanted to come up for. I'm glad that you gatewayed into it, because when you start talking about how people identify, right?
Yeah.
So it's easier to wrap your mind around a child that may identify as an adult, right? Due to
Mm-hmm.
the fact that if you talk about what is an adult, right? Because now we have this question, what is a woman? And it's subjective from area to area. So some people say 18, some say 16, some say 21. All of these around the corner stuff, right? There's
Yeah.
no solidified thing, right? So what happens when when people say, "Oh, children cannot identify as adults"? Now here's the premise for it, right? So like they're saying that with these with the what is it, gender affirming care, right? Now
Yeah.
if a person takes your child to the doctor, the parents are against it, right? They're
Hmm.
absolutely against it, and they say, well, the child has a higher percentage of unaliving because they're not getting this gender affirming care,
That's
right?
BS.
But here's the BS. But
I'd like to. I'd like to.
here's the hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. So what this becomes is medical neglect,
Ah,
right?
okay.
This becomes medical neglect because now you're endangering the child. So
Mhm.
if they put into place where they say, well, these children have the ability to make these decisions and they can identify as adults, right?
Yeah.
Then there's no more such thing as schmetophilia because now you have two consenting adults under the law.
Exactly.
Nice. Hey, I like how
No,
you did that. That was clean.
I
That was
think
really
that's
clean.
perfectly fine. Once they're adults, they could do whatever they want, right? But when you're talking about children, I don't think you should even be trying to affirm this type of
But that
thing for
that's what
children.
I'm.
I
But that's
agree.
what I. That was my point.
Yep.
The whole idea of what is a child goes away.
I say 18. I'm not
I'd
with the
like
No,
to.
whole.
Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dazzle and Jensine. What y'all was saying? Hold on,
Go
real
ahead,
quick, Mom.
Jensine. Jensine, go first because she was trying to go.
Thank you.
Go ahead,
So I'd like
Jensine.
to add something. A lot of people push the argument. Well, what are you going to do when these children are when we take away gender affirming care and then these children are depressed and this and that. So if that were the case, then there would be studies that show that after receiving gender affirming care, mental health improves in these children. But guess what? There are actually studies that show the opposite. And guess what?
Yep.
They have actually found that a lot of these companies have suppressed this information so that
Facts.
nobody knows. They don't put that in the media. They don't put it in the media that puberty blockers have no positive effects on mental health.
Oh,
None.
they got a whole documentary about detransitioning. Like
No,
Yeah,
you
they
guys
and
are
and
liars.
they
They said
abandon
they
people.
do.
Yeah, they abandon people when they want to detransition too, because there's a bunch of health care and all this affirming care being paid for by all of our taxpayers, right? But how about the detransitioners? Do you think that they receive the same care?
Nope.
They don't.
Nope. They get tossed to the side.
They
Hey,
really
Laura.
get
And
tossed
let's
to the
add
side.
that
Yep.
females who take those
Yes. So
estrogen
hold
and
on. So your mental health
testosterone pills,
only matters.
they also at the age of like 35, they start to crash out because their bodies can't take the pills any longer. If you go to those LGBT marches, look at the older L's who tried to transition into men. Most of them have canes and they're on walkers because of the pills. Their bodies don't take the pills. The testosterone and the estrogen mixed together. Y'all can look that up too.
Man,
They start falling
Hey,
apart.
Dazzle, what you got for me, Dazzle?
Hey, so I think you remember I travel a lot right outside the country. So I'm in Colombia right now, right? And because of the effects of America, tell you what happened over here because people thinking that weird shit about kids being able. So they had a law over here that was a Colombian law. They was able to fuck with them 14-year-old girls and shit, right? I guess. So Americans start coming over here saying, well, this is a law over here. We should be able because they women. And so now they going back to change it from being a law because they're like, no, these are little girls. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is America come and they tell people, well, this is what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And this is what we should do. We should see these people as women. But then you like, wait a minute. They're like, hold on, these ain't women, these are little girls. So now you got all these people talking about puberty blockers and this and that. No, over here, they ain't doing that shit. And guess what? The kids are perfectly healthy and fine. The ones that want to be like that, they let them be what they want to be, except for they just don't let them block their puberty or
Exactly.
create an identity. They let them be gay. If they want to be that, it's cool. They walk around, you see them. And the
Yep.
people that get older, they wait till they get older, and if they want to, and guess what they don't do? When they get older here, they don't transition. They just dress and drag and be what they want to be. They don't transition. Why? Because they know that shit is harmful when they get older. They
Yep.
understand it in their mind that it's not good. And y'all up here, oh, kids get no, you can't make that decision. You know what I'm saying? My son can't make a decision what to eat. So how the fuck he can make a decision whether he want to be a woman or that'll be stupid. Come on now.
No, Dazzle, he's 12 years old. He's at his right frame of mind. But hey, the big bad John, welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel.
Yo.
What you got
Yeah,
for me?
I'll just be really quick on it, and I'll go ahead and hop down for someone else. But the reason why it targets children is the same ideology that's been going around for a lot of years now, or the same game plan that a lot of people just don't seem to remember. It's been talked about forever. Is that if you indoctrinate your children, you breed out the opposing wills to this kind of behavior. If you teach children in schools to be more along the lines of bowing down to the leaders and following the rules and immediately just falling in line, you have less of an uprising against the powers that be. So if you teach these children at such a young age, or indoctrinate them at such a young age, that this is what is normal compared to the last couple centuries of the human species, now all of a sudden this is what's normal, the next generation comes out saying, oh, this is what's normal, and you have less
So you disagree with the puberty blockers procedures type of stuff, the gender care?
1000%.
Okay. Real quick, hold on, real quick, everybody. Hey, tap the screen, man. Let's get this mug to 1,000, y'all. Please tap the screen, man. Let's get this mug to the For You page. Type For You in the For You page in the comments. You already know. I appreciate everybody being here. Hey, you can like who you like, but once you start telling children and giving them drugs about different stuff, that's where we have a problem. When we gonna talk about it.
You guys would be okay then, let's say a boy wanted to be a girl and he dressed up as a girl as long as he wasn't receiving any kind of medication for it, correct?
That's his.
No.
You said to dress up, not as a child. Not as a child.
To take him to a therapist to address the simple fact of why he may have gender dysphoria, address the fact that what trauma has caused that kind of response in him. Because
so that's called gender dysphoria, you say?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Gender dysphoria right away. I don't think you need to add that type of language to your children's vocabulary. I feel like you need to figure out what is going on and what they like about that object, and then you can compromise, because there are Muslims in different cultures that have these type of outfits, and then you can compromise so that your child is not a target to something that's unneeded, and then you move forward.
Okay,
so it's not just about the medications.
The problem.
Well, I think that we have to come away from the authority appeal to authority fallacy, right? Because just because doctors and therapists and people with degrees say something does not make it true.
Facts. Because people can pay them to say that too.
Under no stretch of the imagination, because you got to remember, all of this stuff is backed by some scientist somewhere. Like they're coming out and saying, hey, I mean, just like changing the whole definition of woman, right? Yep. They changed the definition, and now they say, well, we can support it because here's the actual definition. So it's just like whatever your name is, and then I put on a bunch of documents, your name is something else, as to discard who you have been for the last, I don't know how many years you've been alive. And it's this thing that's happening behind the scenes. There's no reason to change. Like, we all could agree that some people have changed history books over time and things of that nature, right? But why would you need to change the history books if you could just change the meaning of the words? Anybody who reads it are going to come away with a different ideology or a different idea just because you have changed what those words mean, right?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is to push people in the opposite direction of that which is real. Going back to your guy that was saying the children and all of that kind of stuff, because the more we ascribe to things that are not real, the more we become dependent on said system, right? Because it's all make-believe. There are no real rules in that. So you can't tell whether it's true or false. And the whole idea, basically, the baseline is do not believe your lying eyes. You need confirmation.
I definitely agree with that. Hold on, I just got somebody new to the panel. I got you, Martyr Star. You was cooking. Hey, Icy Zay, what you got for me? Welcome to the panel.
What's up, man? I just like to say, as far as this topic, LGBTQ, the corporation is evil.
Oh my goodness, I'm just here. We're just talking about the The
Well, that's
gender
what I mean.
affirming
That's what I
care.
said. We're saying
Why
target
do they
children.
target children?
Why they're targeting children? That's why, because they want to push like some kind of weird, like, I guess, agenda, you could say. Like, I don't know why they do that. Like, why specifically go to kids and like bring a transgender to like a kindergartner? They don't need. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I totally agree. I really agree. I just need to know why do they need to do that? Like why? But
Yeah,
but but
so
here's
like
the thing though. A
if
lot of them not telling me why.
It's also,
so
I
I'd
mean,
like
like,
What you
to
say,
think about it.
Ginseng?
If you indoctrinate
yeah.
somebody.
So I'd like to say, like, if you think about it, like, I believe that people do experience gender dysphoria, okay, but I believe that it is it's like it's almost like it's a mental health issue. It's an
Yeah,
identity
yeah,
issue.
yeah.
So,
Once
for
it's a gender
example,
dysphoria, it becomes a mental problem. Yep.
it's a mental problem. So like let's say somebody's a schizophrenic, right? Are we
Yes.
going to teach children, oh well, it's normal to see things and to imagine stuff in situations? That's normal because people experience it, right? So we can normalize anything. If we're going to normalize mental health issues, we can normalize rage. We can normalize people having really bad anger issues. That's a mental health issue, right?
I agree. I
So
agree.
why would
Alcoholics.
In
we?
New York, I
Let's
agree
be
full
free. Let's be
heartedly.
free.
Yeah, just let them yell down the street. I'm gonna punch people in the
Yep.
face out of
Yep,
I'm gonna
because
nowhere.
be an
you
That's what they
experience
do in
alcoholic.
New
rage. That's a
York.
mental health issue, and that's your reality. So that's what we're going to normalize now because it's a mental health issue and it's a real issue and it's a real reality. And so because that's your real reality inside your head, we now all have to hop on the bandwagon. We all have to fall in
We have
line.
to conform to that one person's mindset. Ain't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Can I
Yes.
ask a question though to that?
You surely can.
When that's normalized, what becomes abnormal?
Exactly.
And that's the real thing because
Oh, that's a good point.
what it
Don't you
points
agree,
to is
Sunflower?
what it points to is no one can fight for the truth when you have to ask other people what the truth is.
Exactly. The truth doesn't exist. They want the truth to be. There is an objective truth, and they're trying to blur the lines of objective truth. And they've gotten into, I'm surprised they got into science. They got into medicine. It doesn't even make sense no more. It's not about truth anymore.
But
It's really
that's the
not.
thing. That's the premise of all of it, though. It's not just about it's a distraction.
I
But
don't know
once
if
you
this would throw you guys for a loop or anything, but any of you guys believe in reincarnation?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, real quick, y'all. We got two new people to the
No.
panel. Real quick. Hey, tap the screen, y'all. Let's get this mug up to 3K. I appreciate y'all. 12, 21. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Thank you. I just want to say real quick, I work for the state and I've had people come in and they identify as female. And I'm like, they're like, well, if that's what they identify as, then that's what you have to put in their applications and everything. And I said, that's crazy because if a man identifies as a woman and that transitions over to his medical coverage, how can he go to the proper doctors? Or how can a woman go to the proper doctors? Because if you're coded as a woman or coded as a man, you can't go see a OBGYN.
Yep.
It's
Boom.
weird.
Checkmate.
And I'm like, why
that's
are we forced to
Checkmate.
agree with this lifestyle? Like, it's crazy. Like, to each his own, you know.
But do you
But
think
at
12
the
years
same
old?
time, at
Hey,
some
12.
point,
Do you think 12 years old children should have a say so in gender affirming care?
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And why
Because you know
not?
how
Why
we were
not?
when we were kids. We changed our mind all the time.
Thank
I
Things
you.
that
agree.
we were liking, we didn't like when we were older.
I totally agree. Hey, King Buddha, welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
How you doing, man? What you got for me? What you got on the prompt, man? LGBTQ plus target children, but why? But I'm talking about gender affirming care though about it. Like why do they target children for that? Help me understand.
Well, I don't agree with they should be targeting the children because, you know, as the lady just said before me, children change. You know what I'm saying? They go get older and, you know what I'm saying, you never know what they want in life at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a multitude of reasons why they target children. Mainly because they're trying to push a societal standard where they can, I don't know. Hold on.
Are you okay? Yeah, open panel. So Sunflower, what you were saying?
No, I was saying what she had said was interesting about that. But I was asking if anybody here believes in reincarnation, and just as a off the wall explanation of things, because my husband, he did hypnotherapy for a little bit, and he said they bring you back into like past lives you had. Like you kind of like even know like how your past lives ended, and sometimes you were a male, sometimes you were a female, sometimes you like one, he said one of his past lives he was in war, and it was just interesting. And then I'm wondering, how many people, who maybe part of their past life is still with them.
I'm sorry. I just want to say, what does this do with the prompt?
I think she's saying that when it comes to gender affirming characters, just talk about gender sex change.
Yeah.
She's saying that people who was a woman in their past life can also be, and they're currently a male. She's saying that they can still have those same qualities that they have in their past life, and that's why a lot
Just
of people
food for
say.
thought. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I would say this
I
to
don't
that.
agree with the past life thing.
Yeah, you'd have to believe in past life.
Yeah, I don't. Go
Because
ahead.
as far as reincarnation and everything like that, both like not religious but biblical, if that makes sense. But also just scientifically, I don't think that just makes any sense really. Like as far as reincarnation, like it says atoms go somewhere, but atoms don't like recreate. If I crush something, it doesn't turn it to form to something else.
Well,
that's just something I personally believe in, but other people do too. So I was just asking in general if there was anybody up here who also and thinks that might hold weight.
I will say this in reference to that. I don't know about reincarnation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that if you start talking to, like I've seen these panels and so on and so forth with the transgenders and stuff, they do align heavy with Satanism and atheism, right? So you'll find a lot of them that say, yeah, that's their religion of choice.
So are you saying or are you saying they are against life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got
I
you.
would
Hey,
agree
no
with that
dose,
too.
no dose. What you got for me? Welcome to the panel, no dose. LGBTQ plus target children, but why? Why do they need to target children?
I think it's to normalize it. It's almost like they need everybody else to accept it for them to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're comfortable in your own skin, it shouldn't matter what anyone thinks. And this whole discussion is really something that should stay in the bedroom. It should never come out in public. And I think we've gotten to a place in society where sex is being discussed in a more open way, overly open, even with straight sex. You know what I mean?
I completely agree.
There was a time we didn't have these kind of discussions just regularly. You had this kind of discussion with your spouse, not, people come out now and say, oh yeah, girl, I was with such and such last night and we did so, our society has changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has a big part to do with this whole situation.
I agree.
And like they said, it's a mental issue thing. It really is a mental issue thing, because there's some trans that are very clear about they are not women.
So do you think they need puberty? Do you think they need puberty blockers for that?
Heck no.
And that's the point I'm stuck on. Like, why do they need children to take puberty blockers? Like, why?
That's really strange. But just to touch on that point, me growing up, I'm 4'11". I was a very, very small little girl, but I was rough. When I say rough, I mean rough. I played tackle football with the boys. I was rough. I played cops and robbers. A lot of times I didn't play with the girls because they were too dainty and soft. But as I grew up, I'm all woman. I never was attracted to other women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think people perceive stuff as different. I'm 45. I still have masculine taste to a certain degree. Like if you stepped in my apartment, you wouldn't think, oh, this is a woman. There's all that flowery. That's not my style. So I don't think that people, they get the things mixed up because you have feminine ways. Oh, that makes you a woman. No, or because you have masculine ways. Oh, you should be a man.
We are so similar, sis.
So
Go ahead. What you
I
say,
saw
12
this book.
or Icy?
I
Yeah,
said
I
we
was
are
saying
so similar.
I saw this book of it was a guy who came, it was a pastor, I believe. He came in and he was talking about how they was he went to the school board. I think he was also a parent. And he went to the school board because this book had sexuality in it. Like, and it was talking about like really getting kind of like cartoon type, like it was making it for kids to
Yep,
see.
I've been seeing that too in these
So
libraries and school books. Like I
yeah,
was quite baffled. I was like, is we serious? Why are we allowing this to target our children?
I agree.
Like why do they
and
need
then
to
they
do
turn
that?
around and say, "Oh, why is religion or whatever?" I mean, to be honest, first of all, hold on. I don't agree with religion because of the basis and what it's actually rooted in, but that's a totally different
Mm-hmm.
story. That's a totally different story. But I mean, what every religion's goal is, quote unquote, is to serve God, right? I mean, it may not align with what I think really is what God is, but I mean, that's what they're trying to portray, and that aligns with good morals and everything like that.
Okay.
Sexuality has nothing to do with good morals or anything like that. That's just a lifestyle choice.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Because
people can
those
date who
people
they
who can
want to
just
date,
go,
y'all. All I'm talking about is people targeting children. You hear me? Like
for
once
real.
you target children, that's where it becomes very weird, man.
And
Like,
that's what I
like
mean, though.
tap
That
tap
they
tap
be
the
talking
screen.
about.
Hold on, everybody, mute up for me real quick. Hey, tap 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 the screen, y'all. Seriously, man. Hey, I really need to get this mo to 4K, y'all. Let's get this mo to the For You page, man. People on the panel, man. Hey, give the panel. You know, it's all love, y'all. Tap 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 the screen, man. Tap 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 the screen, friend. Tap 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 the screen, good people. It's all love, y'all. You can date who you want to date, because trust me, I do not care. But at the end of the day, you're not going to target children. That's not what you're finna do. Don't ever think you're like just like cool and got powers to the point where you finna target our children. It's not happening. Dragonfly, welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Good morning. I totally agree.
All right, what you got for me? What you got for me?
I just came in, so I'm not really sure. I just saw that.
So, do you agree with LGBTQ targeting children for gender affirming care? Do you think that needs to be a thing?
I don't think they should target children. No, I think they should leave it up to the parents and not talk about that in schools.
So 12-year-olds shouldn't know about gender affirming care or puberty blockers.
They shouldn't know about that. They should just know that, it's going to happen. You're a girl or a boy.
I totally agree. But a lot of people that was on the panel earlier were saying that at the age of 12 years old, children are at their brightest part of their mindset in life, to the point where they can make better decisions, rash decisions, and et cetera, et cetera. They don't need to. They can do anything they want at the age of 12. And that's why I disagree with a lot of people, because it's like, why? Like,
Yeah.
why? No, Missy, I'm not saying that. Seven literally said it. Are we serious? But I just never understood why, though, man. These people are getting crazy with this shit, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they tried to push it on my nephew when he was in school. He's 26 now, and he went through a stage where, and a lot of kids go through the stage because they're confused and they end up cutting or hurting themselves, and they can't talk about it. And the
And
teachers,
that's the crazy thing. And that's the crazy thing. They never tell the story about like when people go through the transgender change, right? They never talk about the bad side of it. They always talk about the pros, but never the cons. I never understood that. But hey, what you were saying, Martha Starr, before she started talking? Martha Starr, you there?
That
Good
shows
people.
low signal.
Is everybody here? Everybody here?
Yeah. Hey, can I ask a question? Because I had agreed with one of the ladies that was talking about how she was more of a tomboy growing up.
Yeah.
You know, so she more rough and tough, didn't like all girly stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I also beg the question then, because I agree with that. I was like, I'll work in the yard with my dad before, you know, wanting to be in the house pulling weeds and cutting down trees and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not attracted to females. I'm very like, hey, I love my husband. Perfect mom for my boys, you know, because I like that same like roughness, right? But is it harder for boys to be the opposite? Because as a girl, yeah, I could wear jeans and a t-shirt and be like, okay, I'm a tomboy. But what about for the boys who don't get to be like, okay, I'm a tom girl?
Hey, to be honest, I never seen that though. Hearing a boy say, "Hey, I want to be a tom girl." That's just nah. I'm sorry, I never seen that. I
Well,
often
Yeah.
see
you
No,
tomboys,
I'm
but
just
I
saying
never
that
see
that
tom
option is not
girls.
there.
you do have men that have, I wouldn't say feminine traits, but what we would consider feminine traits, like more maintenance, far as they would get manicures and pedicures, just self-care. More masculine men don't do that unless their wives talk them into it or their girlfriends or whatever. But you have some men that do that on their own, so I would consider that maybe a feminine trait.
I'm talking about growing up as children. Like, you give the opportunity for the girls to be like that rough and tough, play sports, whatever. And, you know, I think it's a little bit harder when then you're looking at the male who wants to,
Well,
I want to
well,
take ballet. I want to, you know, it's a little bit more of a push to be like, no, you're a boy.
So when we grew up in my home, even now with my nieces and nephews, if one of the nephews grab a doll and starts feeding it with the bottle or pushing it, we don't make a it's not a thing. They're children.
Yeah.
They're playing with whatever they play with. We don't make a decision of that. We believe in nurturing.
Yeah.
Those things should not even be conversations.
I
You know what I
I
agree.
mean?
agree.
Sex shouldn't even be a conversation. I remember when Purple Rain came out, and I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, we had it was like VCR, but the darn thing had a key on it, and you can turn it off and turn it on, you know, to keep the kids from watching certain stuff. Well, when the sex scene would come up in Purple Rain, my mom and them would turn the TV black till you couldn't see the screen. So we wasn't allowed to watch that kind of stuff. There's just certain things we didn't know about until a certain age.
Yeah.
Even in sex ed in school, you had to have a parent
Permission.
permission slip. It was up to your parent to decide if you took that part of health ed.
Yeah.
They're teaching kids now in elementary school, and they're doing it slightly by asking them what's their gender.
Yep.
You know, it's subtle things like that. So they are targeting this whole what is it, family drag? Who would think to take their kid to drag? I've been to a drag show. Very fun, hilarious. But it's for adults. So the fact that you would even have to create a family friend, it lets you know that it was never intended for children.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's given very weird. It's given
So,
very
quick question though.
strange that you would even that this would even be a conversation to want to give children puberty blockers. And like I said, far as and each parent is different. And I know there are some dads out there like you're a man, you know, men don't cry and all this shit. My family is just not that way.
So
We've
you would be
never
okay
been
with
like that with the children.
so you would agree that if a dad was to take a doll away from their boy playing with it and says you can't play with that, that's a girl's doll, like that would be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be, because when you think about it, at the end of the day, does not a man become a father as well?
Yeah.
Is he not going to have children?
But what
So
if it's
if
like a
you see
Barbie?
your son playing in the kitchen set with your daughter, you don't get mad and say that's woman's work, because he might not have a woman. He might have to cook for himself. He might want to become a chef. Do
Yeah.
you
But
know
I
men
had
have
this.
succeeded at things that have been considered women jobs, like
Way
doing
better
hair?
at it. Yes.
But hold on, everybody. Hold on, real
Every
quick.
time I've
I got
got my
somebody new
hair
to the
done was
panel.
by a
Infinite
man.
eight. Hold on.
I got
Infinite
somebody
eight.
new to the panel. Hold on, real quick, Icy. Infinite Eight Mind. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me? LGBTQ plus targets children, but why? Like
Okay,
why?
greetings.
Like seriously, why?
All right, greetings, host, and greetings, everyone else as well. Okay. Yeah, so to answer that question directly, really, it comes down to, quite simply, it comes down to social conditioning, and it's when that's the most effective way to if you're an architect, if you're architecting a society, right?
Hmm.
Or shaping and molding a society, the most effective way, it's long been known to the most effective way to do that is to do it through the youth in the society because they're the most impressionable. They're at an age where they have yet to reach a point where they can exercise discernment in a mature fashion when it comes to certain life matters, and to back that up, the social sciences are in recognition of that. The psychological field knows it. The religious world knows it. The legal world knows it. The psychological field, they know it. That's why a child at that age, a child between the ages of 1 and 7, cannot be legally held liable for committing a said crime because they're all in recognition
What
of
about
the
12
fact
year
that,
olds?
excuse me.
What about 12-year-olds?
What about 12-year-olds?
Like, will they be able to 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 consent themselves for gender affirming care? Are they old enough? Because a lot of people in that community said they are old enough.
Uh, my from my perspective is no. I'm still going to say no,
Okay.
because the reason I'm saying that is because you at 12 years old you haven't you still don't know who you are. You don't. I mean, just be honest.
Exactly.
Let's be honest. At 12 years old, you don't know who you are in terms of life yet. You haven't gotten to know yourself yet. You know what I'm
At
saying?
12
So,
years old, I didn't even know what I wanted to be in life.
excuse
Well,
me.
according to that community, they said 12 years old they're more functional at that age than anything.
Well,
That
well,
doesn't make
well,
any
well,
sense.
well. That
Same thing
community.
I'm saying.
Here's the thing. That community has an agenda, though. Okay, so you can't. It wouldn't be. It would be unreasonable to go by what that community says because that community has a clear agenda that they're imposing on society. So, finish what I was saying. The yeah. So there's a saying that if you show me a child before the age of 7, I'll show you the man. Okay, that's a old. I think they say it came from the Druids. A long time ago said that. Show me a child before the age of 7, and I'll show you the man. Because between the ages of 1 and 7, a child is still integrating into this reality. They're still connected heavily to the other side. Their whole reality is rooted in imagination. Okay, so until the age of 7, until after that time period, that first 7 years is crucial to their existence. They're very, very impressionable. They're like sponges. You see, so this is why, you know, when you have agendas like this, which is satanic at the root, and on the surface, it's socio-political. So
Yep.
what this is why they seek to target youth at that age because that is the most impressionable time. So if you want to shape and mold a society of people, then of course you're gonna target that age group because they're incapable of exercising the discernment that those of us here are able to exercise.
I agree. I totally agree. You're definitely
You know,
correct.
I'm
Hey, we
about
got
to leave
somebody new
that.
to the panel, Icy. I got you, Icy. You've been real patient. My bad. I got you. Hey, King Buddha, welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Hey, what's up, man? So I really think that community targets children because that community is dying out, and they need to target something that is going to help them flourish. And
Hold on.
if
Say that again. Say that again.
that community, if let's just say if they was by themselves,
Hold on.
if
Say that
they,
again. Say that again.
that community, if let's just say if they was by themselves, they would die. Because a man being with a man, all that is anti-life. All of it is anti-life. So can't no creation come out of
But
that.
but but how does they target children though?
How do they target children?
Yeah.
Through schools, programming, cartoon shows, and all that stuff, trying to make
I
it
completely
socially
agree.
acceptable. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, my
at the
mods.
same,
Hey, my mods. If you see somebody in the comments, remove them for me. Go ahead.
they try to make it socially acceptable, like because at the end of the day, we know this stuff ain't right. Like we know it ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
So
Whether
puberty
like they trying
blockers
to,
at puberty blockers at the age of 12. That's not right.
yeah, man. Oh, look, hey, I wouldn't even. People monitor what they children eat, let alone like putting some puberty blocker on them like that, bro. That's too life changing for a child. Like
I
that's too
totally
life.
agree. What you got, Icy?
I was gonna say like what he was saying was what I was about to say with the whole anti-life thing, and it makes sense. And I was also going to be like, it's population control.
Oh, okay.
Hey, facts.
Well,
Hey,
can I bring up
I'll be thinking the
something?
same thing, man. I'll be thinking the same thing. What you say, Sunflower? What you got?
Well, then, a lot of it of what he was saying can't explain, back in the days when they weren't in cartoons, children that were going, let's say, to Catholic school, and those children came out to be LGBTQ. What happened in their lives? It's like, are
so
we always
you
pointing
bringing
to
us to like the
something?
church.
Hold on. Let's expound upon that. Hold on, King Buddha. Let's expound upon the religious side of it. What happened? What happened to? So basically, you're saying with the LGBT community came from like Catholics, right?
Like, I
So
look at one of my uncles who's gay, right?
okay,
He
so was
Catholic
that because he
school,
got
whole Italian
dismestic?
family.
As he got saved or something?
No, a whole
Okay.
Italian family, right? Has brothers who aren't, has two of them are, and then some two sisters. But it's like, how's it explained? They went to the same Catholic schools. They grew up in the church. They grew up, religious. Like, so we're all pointing out, oh, it's the cartoons. Oh, it's the public schools. Oh, it's the yeah. Well, how do you explain the ones who you go back? That was back in the 40s.
All right, can I someone
Wasn't
that?
there like schools in the 40s though? But go ahead,
There was
King Buddha.
Catholic schools.
Oh look, hey, even if they did have it Catholic
Both the
schools,
word.
it was not publicly. It's not public like that. Like how they do, like how the LGBT puts it out there.
That's not
Like
what I'm saying. I'm saying how was it pressed upon them to turn them out to the way
they
they turned out?
because
No,
they
no,
learned.
no. This is what I'm saying here. I'm saying that they target children. You hear me? This is like the LGBTQ. That is a corporation that was founded what in 2000 in the early like 2000s. Right? Well, like in 2010s, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, but all we're saying is since they've been here, right? That community, like the acts of that community has always been on Earth. We know that. We know that. But that Pacific group, that title, that name, their slogan does be targeting children, y'all, especially with the agenda affirming kind. Like that's their job. Well, Trey 12, you been quiet. What you got for me?
Oh,
12, you
you
there?
talking to me? 1220. Sorry. No, they groom our children, and it does start in school. Sadly, one of my child's teachers, third grade, she came out with a whole list, and I would have to find it. I'm sure I have it somewhere in here. She came out with a whole list of pronouns and all this stuff, and I'm like, listen, like at 9, 7, 8, 9, like it's crazy. Y'all grooming children, and people need to acknowledge that that's what's happening.
Yeah,
Yep.
even their own community acknowledge it. They got groups in that community that says gays against grooming.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's actually like that's the name of the divided
Yep,
group for the
I'm gonna have to
LGBT is
look
what
that
now?
up.
yeah, they got right. They know what the gay people within that community know what certain other gay people are doing.
Uh-huh.
They are completely against it.
So they actually got people in their own community against what they're doing, targeting children. Wow. Wow. Hey Kat, welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Uh, that whole like gays against grooming is not about them targeting children. It's also just about just
So what is grooming?
grooming. Okay. You guys are taking grooming and covering it over everything, including education.
What is it then?
What is
Okay.
grooming then?
Grooming to me
To
is
you.
when you have an adult who is systematically isolating a child and creating an environment where that child is either not feeling comfortable reaching out for help or feels that they are obligated to do something for that adult, which makes it so that they are easily allowed to victimize that child without fear of them being told on or being caught.
So that's not what the LGBT does?
No, they don't
Ma'am.
care about your guys' kids.
I don't
Then why?
actually, ma'am, just really quick, it's obviously that they are targeted children. They create infant clothes
Yeah,
with
the
their
infant
slogans
clothes.
Wow.
Okay, the infant clothes. What? A
Wow.
rainbow that says pride. What is the huge deal? It is
Why is
two gay
sexuality
parents
such a
who
big
want
deal
to
to
just
children?
celebrate Pride Month that puts a
it's to
rainbow on a shirt for a baby.
Hold
to
on. Wait a
normalize
minute.
it.
Disclaimer,
It's to
people. We
normalize
don't
it.
care who they date. We're just talking about targeting children when it comes to gender affirming care and all the other good jobs. But at the end of the day, you don't need to target children. That's just what it is.
Exactly.
I got a question
And
for
to
you.
be obtuse about it and act like it's not happening is insane. It's right there
Yeah.
in your face.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
is
I just
sexuality
let
a
me
thing for
let me ask a
children?
Wait, hold on. What
clarifying
you say, King
question.
Buddha? What you say, King Buddha?
Why is sexuality a thing for children? Because I remember.
Okay, so then why do we teach about
growing
straight
up.
sex?
Hold on. I remember
We
growing
shouldn't
up
teach about
seeing
that
like a
either.
sex scene on the TV, and I had to cover my eyes up.
Exactly.
Like,
Turn
and
the
that's
channel.
And that was with straight
Turn the
sex.
channel.
point.
That
Like,
was with straight sex
why
too.
are you putting adult situations on children?
So then,
Period.
if you are talking about adult situations on children, why
Yeah.
are you isolating it just being an LGBTQ issue? Then it
Well,
is
that's
a
because that's the
issue
prompt, ma'am.
in
That's the prompt.
sexuality in general. You can't just target one community and
That's
then
the
not
prompt.
attack it as a whole. If you think that the straight sex on TV and that the instances of teaching that in school is, then your approach should not be to target one group. It's just like when people say there's a huge issue with crime in America and it's all black people's fault. Black people are not the only ones who commit crime.
No, that ain't the case at all.
It's totally not.
Not only that, ma'am. Like I said, once again, being obtuse. I'm not sure what state you went to school in, but sex was never even brought up in school. Outside of health class, and like I said, we had to get our parents' permission. If you didn't get that paper signed, you were sent to a different class. You couldn't participate in that.
Okay,
To
so
be
then my
asking
question
kids, to be
is, if
asking
What
you
kids
can't
changed?
get
about
it outside,
gender
inside, except
in
outside
elementary
of health
school,
class, then
to
where are
be
they
asking
teaching the
kids about
LGBT
gender.
sex?
Excuse me?
My parents signed off for me to get full sexual health care because they wanted me to be an educated adult who could make informed decisions.
That was around in junior high school, wasn't it, ma'am?
Nope, high school, junior high school, even in elementary
Junior high
school,
school, so
I
middle
was
school.
allowed.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I took
I
it
don't
in
know
Why did
how
they
elementary
need to
school
do
school.
that?
I got a
yeah, we
question.
didn't.
Listen,
I got a
I
question.
You
took
just
it in
proved her point,
elementary
Kat.
school, and it was to teach me about what my body is, what somebody else's private parts are, and about establishing my boundaries and knowing what is right. Because
And that was at a
unfortunately,
certain
we live in
age.
an environment where we can go to church and be molested.
That was
So
at a
me getting that
certain age.
education.
You gotta
No.
say SA.
Say smolested, okay? Don't use the M. Just say sma. I really appreciate
Also,
you,
too,
Kat.
I really want to know, where do y'all get off at saying, LGBTQ targets children?
Hold on, real quick. We got you, Malik. I just want to finish what Kat's saying. Trust me, it's right here in our faces. What you say, Kat? What you got for me? Kat, you there?
Yes. So my one clarifying question is, you guys keep talking about gender affirming care.
Yeah.
What do you guys consider gender affirming care?
No, I don't know. I'm a D plus student. And tell me, what is it? What is it? Because
Gender affirming care. So having a person in my family who has done this from a child, okay,
from a child
had questions. What happens was they went to therapy for years, where they went and they discussed how they felt about themselves, how they feel in their body, what their questions are, why, to talk through these things to answer if that truly is what they're feeling. Sometimes kids come out of that therapy like, you know what? Trans is not the thing. I'm educated on what it is. I'm just a tomboy. And that I can be comfortable just being a tomboy. That is what the therapy is for. You cannot wake up one morning and say, you know what? I want to be a girl. And you just walk into the doctor's office and they just start handing out hormone blockers.
That's
That
right.
does not happen. There are multiple steps in which this happens over years. And even if you take a hormone blocker, if you decide, you know what, I don't like this either, you can stop. And it has no effect on you. There is absolutely
It has no effect.
no surgeries or permanent things done to children.
Exactly.
It is though. It is though.
No, I can't just say it
not-
is. Show me the proof.
Remember, everybody's body is different. And you don't know what kind of effect it's going to have. But not only that, it's very sad that children would even have to deal with these kind of heavy situations. Why can't they just be kids?
Exactly.
My thing is,
You guys are acting like kids are just supposed to sit and think about dinosaurs and rainbows and watch cartoons.
Calm down. We got it. We're gonna let you talk, Malik. Go ahead, Malik. Go ahead and talk. My bad. You is new to the panel. Go ahead, do your thing.
What y'all fail to realize is, what I really don't understand is that y'all say that why can't kids be kids? Nowadays, children are more advanced than we have ever been.
So that's an excuse to target a 12-year-old.
I'm born in I'm a 2001 baby. I'm 2001.
So that's an excuse to target a 12-year-old.
No,
for
ain't
gender
nobody
affirming
talking. Well, hold on. Let me tell you this.
Please tell me.
Like Kat said, before a child can ever attempt to have a surgery of some kind of major sort when it comes to gender affirming care, they have to have a counsel for a substantial amount of years till they become able to make a decision. And even when they are able and capable enough to make a decision, a therapist, you have to go through a psych evaluation for you to follow up through any process that you have to do. And I just don't understand y'all want to.
Since you don't understand, let me ask you this question: is that still a child, though?
Is it still a child?
Yes.
Obviously, if a child says that, okay, well,
is it still a child? Yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
So hold on, real quick, Kat. What you got for me, Kat? Hey, Westside Bone, what you got for me? Welcome to the panel.
Hi, your topic. I think not all LGBT. I believe most trans are the ones that, for the most part, the lesbians and the gays, like the
I mean, I don't
bisexuals.
care. I don't care who they date. That's them. I don't care about that. Only thing I care about is them targeting children.
I believe the trans community does that. Not all. I mean, I guess they're
Ain't
in
nobody
there.
in no trans community targeting children.
Oh wow! Yes,
You're
that
fucking weird. They're fucking weird. They're weird as fuck.
You want to know who weird? The heterosexual people. Those are
my
the weird
goodness.
Those are the weird ones. Those are the ones who make claims.
No, the
Those are the
trans are
ones.
just fucking
Those are the
weird.
ones who prey upon children.
They over
I
here
kid you
fucking
not.
say, "Oh,
And if we're
this
gonna talk about
verbiage."
people being predatory, people are predatory within any community that they
Trying
reside
to get
in.
into the little kids'
Bro, within the
bathrooms
own
with a
community,
whole dick.
they got a group within your own
Come on now.
community, bro.
They
Called
believe
Gays
they're
Against
women
Women.
and shit. That's fine, but like, do the transformation, do the whole transformation. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go through it and you want to go into a women's restroom, get yourself what it is.
Yeah, but proper steps. Hey, I got somebody
They don't
new
wanna
to the
see a
panel,
virgin.
everybody.
Community.
Hold on, before open panel, yeah, I got somebody new to the panel. Big Houston, big problems. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Hi, it's Houston, like Texas. Hi, everybody. And me personally, ain't no way LGBT is quote unquote targeting children. There are.
How come they are not targeting children? Please help me understand how you're not.
I don't think it's targeting children. As a straight person, I understand how you could see it that way, but as an
How
LGBT
should I
person,
not see it though?
I understand as an LGBT person and a once LGBT child, I feel like they're just trying to make it known that there are LGBT children and they deserve the education that heterosexual people got growing up. That's all it is. It's not
Why
targeting.
would
They
you,
deserve
wait a
to have-
minute, why would you be educating kids on adult matters.
It's not
Exactly.
adult
Like,
matters.
this is the part y'all are not hearing yourselves. Why do they do
I
that?
hear it, but again, as a once LGBT child, there is things that
Because you were
you asked me a
exposed to
question, are
stuff
you gonna let
you
me
shouldn't
answer
have been
it? You
exposed
asked
to.
me
Kids have
I
Exactly.
wasn't exposed
feelings.
to nothing.
Kids have
I wasn't exposed to
emotions.
nothing.
Hold on, Houston. Go ahead, Houston. What you were saying? Houston, you say you're not part of the LGBT anymore?
I didn't say that. I said I wasn't exposed to nothing. I grew up, I always knew I liked women. Everyone around me was
At
heterosexual.
what age?
I guess I figured out what it was called when I was 12, but I've always found women attractive since I was
Okay,
like
but that,
6.
like I said before, I do not care who you date though. But all I'm
That's
saying
fine,
is,
but it's
all I'm
not.
saying is, why do LGBTQ plus, when it comes to gender affirming care, why do they target children? Why do they think it's cool for children to go through those things?
So
Why would they have to take puberty blockers? Why?
if we was to take
Because
away
there
gender
are
affirming care, a
people,
lot of these women wouldn't even have some of the medication that they would have right now.
exactly, they deserve
Well,
that
according
And
care.
not only that, let me touch on something really quick, because she said she was attracted to women at 12. Okay, even when you're attracted to boys or the opposite sex at 12, that's still not something at 12 that your parent is discussing with you usually.
You're absolutely right, but at
yeah, that is
12,
true.
you act like at
That's
12.
what we're saying. Why are we
Hold on.
bringing
I
adult
understand what you're
matters to
saying. Hold on.
children?
I
Yeah, that's the
understand
part
what
they're
you're
not understanding.
saying. But y'all act like at 12, y'all wasn't talking with y'all friends at 12, 13, 14. Oh, he's got a big thing. She's got a big butt for da, 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 da. Y'all talking about smecks, but LGBT kids are left out because they don't feel attracted to the same people that y'all do. But it's okay for y'all to talk about who you're attracted to and who you want to make out with
Exactly.
and to teach.
At
That's
12,
not
at
fair.
12,
No,
at
that's
12,
not
you
it.
talking
That is
about
not
big
it.
things?
Please stop
That's
talking.
exactly
That
it.
is not it.
That's
I have
That is
something.
exactly
not
Can I
it.
it.
say
No. You
something?
can date who you want to date, like I said before, but once you target children, that's where it becomes weird. Hey, Hermit. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel, Hermit. What you got for me?
Good morning.
I
Can
will.
y'all
Oh,
please show me evidence of gender affirming care for
Excuse
children
me?
under 16? Can y'all show me evidence of gender affirming care for children under 16?
No, but in some states they said at 12 years, hold on,
yeah.
wait,
No,
calm down,
baby. I
calm
need
down. Let me
evidence.
talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. That's all it is. In some states, they said 12 years old is going to be passed. They even started that in Canada. That is horrible. So why does the LGBTQ plus targets children? Like, why do they need to do
This is
that?
the United States. This is the
Wait,
Excuse
United
me?
States. This is the
who?
United States. Ain't nobody talking
Oh
about
my
no
goodness.
Canada.
Exactly. At
Wait.
the end
Gender
of the day,
affirming
they
care
target
includes
children.
the therapy. Gender
They
affirming care
support,
includes the
hold
therapy.
on.
So you
You guys
don't
are running
want
away from your own things. Hold on. They support that stuff. Let's go from what Malik said. In order for a child, right? A child, they're going to need counseling, right? Right? They're going to need counseling. So with that child, are you guys listening? You guys listening? With that child going through counseling in order to have it done, to make sure that they okay with it, go through it. Once the kids go through that, right, they're going to have an okay to go through with it, huh, Malik? Exactly.
They have to reach a
Exactly.
certain age, sir.
Exactly.
They have to reach a
The
certain
gender
It's
age.
okay.
affirming
They
care
target
age in
children.
Canada is
Hey, April,
18.
welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
I was just gonna bring up like awareness of LGBTQ plus. Like
Excuse me?
I was gonna bring up like I like in children like bringing awareness to LGBTQ plus. I was gonna say I think that's something children do need in a way because some people's
Why?
parents. I'm just about to say it. Some people have parents that are LGBTQ plus and or their family, and I think they deserve to know that their family is okay.
So children going through sex change procedures and steps is right. It's fair. It's appropriate.
If a child knows who they are, I'm not saying at 12 years old whatever, but I'm just saying if a child knows who they are, they know who they are.
So it is appropriate.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's off. Like no. Now do you agree, Houston?
I think you're using the word target incorrectly because
No, I'm not. I'm not.
they're passing
You're just
laws
not
that
comprehending correctly.
they're passing laws that affirm their security in their gender identity. That's not targeting. It's making sure they're noticed and feel aware, like that they're here and acknowledged.
Please just stop. Stop. Stop.
They're passing a
God,
Okay,
law
you know
and
what?
you're mad about the
it's like
Like
you
I
guys
said, being
go to
obtuse.
hell and high water to target children, bro. That's
Do
weird,
you
bro.
Nobody's
know?
gone to
Do
hell and
you
high
know
You're
water,
that
baby.
stating nothing
That's
but opinions,
standard.
not a single
Excuse
fact.
me, you guys are like leaking noise from y'all
In the
mouth. Y'all
United
be
States,
quiet.
it's 17 in
Can
cannabis.
I ask the
What
question
you say,
really quick?
Dose?
I just want to ask the question. If they're not targeting children, then why are most of these books in children form? They're
Exactly. Why
putting
they
the
have
form of
children
comic
books in
books.
it?
There's this one lady,
Because
she
that is
tells her
how a
coming
child
out
would
story,
understand it.
and her story is put
They
in a
do this stuff
comic
in
book form.
libraries and shit. Are we
I
serious?
mean, most
You say her
people.
her story of coming out is put in a comic book form?
It's cartooned.
It's
It's
cartoon. Well, maybe
cartooned,
that's
and
the
it's
way that
pretty
she
much a
wanted it.
comic
Maybe
book
that's
Adults
form.
read
maybe
comic
that's her way of
books.
choosing how to tell her story.
I'm
Who
telling
She's
you,
telling
cares
her
though?
Everybody has to
story
tell their own
because she's
Who
story.
telling her
cares?
Everybody
Who
has
story
their
for
own
cares though?
story.
children.
If that's what you like, who
What
cares?
adult will go and look for a book like that?
me, I read
She's
A
telling
comic
her
child.
books.
It's a
story to
lot of adults
children.
who
I
read
read
comic
comic
books,
I do. I
books.
baby.
read
She's telling
comics.
Oh
her story.
no, oh no, Malik, you tripping.
Like
I
I
don't know
said,
about that,
you
Malik.
guys
Now,
are being obtuse.
I
You're
read
trying
comic.
No,
I
not
ain't
to
gonna
you're
hold you up. I'm a
being
understand.
comic book fan.
you're being willfully
I
ignorant.
also
It's
think
okay
though,
to
if
settle in your straightness, but not in your not straightness. Just because you choose not to be straight or confirm in what you were born in, you are being targeted and having an agenda pushed. That's stupid.
And also, too,
who is that even talking?
I absolutely don't understand why we have this kind of smoke for the LGBTQ community
Because,
pushing
dude,
things.
why do
Hold on,
children
wait a
need to
minute, wait
go
a
through
minute, wait a minute,
gender
hold on,
changes?
wait,
Why?
hold on, wait. I don't understand why we have this mentality and hate towards the LGBTQ community when y'all say that we're infringing on children, but y'all don't have this same hate and irritation when it comes to SAers in the family. When
Yes,
they
we
do things to
do. Yes,
children.
we do.
I don't.
No,
It
y'all
goes
don't.
Yes,
it
we
goes
do.
hand in
And you
hand.
know what's
Y'all straight
crazy about that
liars.
essay topic? A
No, you
lot of you
don't.
guys even came out and say that y'all don't even tell folks that you've been essayed. And that's the
I
weirdo
wasn't
part about that
essayed. See,
topic.
that's the
It's
A
thing.
lot of
personal.
y'all
Why
straight
can't we
say,
tell
no one will
everyone?
believe me. No one will believe me. Yes, y'all do.
No,
Malik, am
no
I
one
you
will.
lying?
better stop talking right now, because that's a crazy thing to
That's
say.
a
Because right now
crazy
you are blaming the
accusation.
victims.
No, I'm not blaming no victim. No, I'm not. I didn't say nothing about blaming no victim blaming. No, I didn't.
You
I
just
You
said
said,
just
I
you
said
said
guys are
when
it.
gonna
y'all
sit
come
here
out
and
and
say
No
say,
one will believe
when y'all
me.
come on people panels, y'all straight say people don't believe y'all. That's why y'all don't say nothing. Do y'all not
you
say
want to
that?
know something, sir? Can I say something really
Exactly.
quick?
I
Can I
know.
say
I
something
know.
really quick?
I know. I know.
No, let me say something. I was sexually assaulted. I told multiple people. No one believed me. The man who did it to me is a saint. Everybody loves him. But you're gonna tell me
Point proven, man. Why would they not believe you and you've been
Your point
essayed,
is not
yo?
proven, baby, because I wasn't essayed and I'm
Oh, so you're
LGBT.
choosing to
And,
be
And I
ignorant
don't have
on
children
No,
and
to
I'm
tell
not
also
you
choosing to
how.
be
too,
nothing.
not everybody in the
It's like I
LGBTQ
don't. It's like
community
so
has
you
been
telling
touched
me
on.
you've been essayed, bro, and your family won't believe you? What?
yes.
Happens all the
Yes,
That
time.
don't make
absolutely.
sense.
Well, it happens all the time, sadly
Happens
for
all the
you.
So
time.
now nobody.
No,
So why would
it
they
does
not believe
happen.
you?
But
Why would they not believe
this
you?
is not the conversation that we're having. The
Yeah.
conversation is why would you
Exactly.
purposely
Because of
Well,
people
I don't
like
care
enforce
about
y'all.
what
adult
y'all saying. No
situations
comments. I know what
on
I'm
a
talking about.
child? Why
Because
would
people
you
like
can I
purposely?
say
y'all.
We're not
something
talking
about
about sexual
Because it's
assault.
LGBT?
like the
We
reason
know
why they
there's
running from the
deviants
child
out there.
topic is because they don't know they know they cornered, man.
Can I
They
say
know they
Nobody's
something?
I'm
running
cornered.
not
from
cornered.
nothing. They're
I got
being
papers
You
saying
have
that
educated.
I'm
no
Can
not
I say
excuse.
cornered.
Your
something about
argument
the
are valid
cartoon
arguments.
book?
And then y'all talking about it's cool for children to take puberty blockers? Are y'all serious?
Can I say
You didn't
Children
even
are
something?
know
not
what
taking
affirming
puberty
care
blockers. Oh my
was.
God,
And
dude.
now and you're on
Sweetie,
here
sweetie,
Oh
throwing
my
fit.
God.
I do. Now I
Then
do.
why
Oh
when I
my
asked
God.
you said you couldn't define it?
Can
Cause
I
I wanted
say?
you to elaborate, genius. Duh.
Okay. Well, how about you start pulling up some facts? Because all we've
Trust
heard
me,
is
Yeah,
that's
your
what
please.
I'm not gonna
opinion and
do.
what you've
Trust me, not for
heard.
you.
We have not
Not for
seen.
you. Please stop talking.
Can I
But
say
what you saying,
something?
Odos?
You can't find facts? Exactly.
Yeah, can't
Y'all still
find it.
target children though. Let's word.
Can I say
No, they
I
Maybe
will
something?
say
straight
this.
men
I will
target
say this
children.
though, and I think I speak for everybody in the LGBTQ community when I say this. Not everybody in the
Uh-oh.
LGBTQ community has been touched on for them to be LGBT. I want to throw that out there,
Yeah, that's
and
facts. That's facts. That's
I
facts.
want to make that perfectly clear. Not
That's
everybody
facts.
in the LGBTQ community was touched on, or nor are predators. Not everybody is like that.
What we know that, y'all, but like all I'm saying is, y'all, but to target children for that gender change stuff, that's horrible. Why
Oh
would
my
y'all do
God.
that, y'all?
It's
Can I
not
say
How do
nobody
y'all
something?
agree
targeting
with that?
children. What the are you talking about?
Can I say
Nobody's
Exactly.
something?
targeting children.
Nobody's
Hermit,
targeting
No
Hermit,
one.
children.
Hermit, please just stop. You're useless. You're not even talking. So it's like, yeah. What you said, Malik?
No, I mean, I've made my point very valid, and I will say this too. Like, you know, if we was to take away gender affirming care, that means a lot of you fear mongering females with beards wouldn't have medication to cover that up. I just want to throw that out there. All you women who have PCOS, and if we was to take away gender affirming care, you would still have a beard. It is what it is.
But that's who she is. That's who they is, though. They just have a malfunction. That's it.
I
That's
mean,
it.
but
But hey, Freya.
if we was to take away that gender affirming care, you wouldn't be able to buy no clippers 50% off because your insurance wouldn't cover it.
That's false. But hey,
They
Freya,
don't
welcome to
want
the
to
panel.
take the care. They're saying don't
That's
give it to
false.
children.
It sounds good, but that's false. What you
Can I
hey
say
Freya,
something
welcome to the panel. What you
quick?
got for me? Freya,
Sorry, what?
Freya, are you there?
I'm here.
What you got for me, Freya?
I don't know. I'm just kind of confused.
Whatever. But Naya Antonia, welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel. Hold on, April. I got you, April. You've been patient.
Hi. I just wanted to join the conversation.
Okay.
Just looking to, hear a bit more before I
Okay, but hey, April, what you got for me?
I was going to say, not on the topic of gender affirming care, but like how you're saying LGBTQ plus targets children.
Yeah, they does. Yep.
Okay, so I would like to say the cartoon book, like this would be in a way, like say an LGBTQ plus family was trying to teach their children who they are, how their family came about, or if you're trying to teach other children that it is okay that these people's parents are a woman and a woman, or a man and a man, or they're non-binary. You can teach a child that it's okay.
Please
that
stop.
someone
Just stop. You're just not understanding good people. And I see it would never get through to you guys. But hey, lover,
I think we
Louver,
pushing ignorance.
what you got for me? Hold on, Malik. I got you. Louver, what you got for me? And I appreciate the knowledge, Malik. What you say, Louver?
Lover, but I was just gonna say, how do we exactly?
Excuse me?
How do we exactly target children?
How do you not?
How do we? You can't answer your question with the question.
No. You came up on my panel. So you need to answer the prop or you can shake. Period.
I'm trying to ask you a question about the problem.
Exactly. Stop talking. But hey, T Bunny, what you got for me?
Address Malik talking about PCOS has to do with gender affirming care. That's absolutely false.
I said it was false too. I'm here. Go ahead.
A lot of medication.
No. A lot of
Oh
medication.
my God! Please stop.
PCOS has to do with women and their hormones. It has nothing to do with gender affirming care. You need to stop talking.
Are you ignorant?
No, I have PCOS. That's why I know.
You sure? Well,
I'm not. Do I look
You
like
got
I need gender affirming care? I'm a woman. I have to deal with pregnancy, and PCOS has a part to do with that, not gender affirming care. So let's get that right.
Gender affirming care, honey. Gender affirming care across the board. Whether
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he don't. He just like just mumbling. But hey, Louver, you said how do y'all target the community? Okay, let's go with this. Let's see here. Let's go with the gender sex change stuff. They said it's good for a 12-year-old to get sex changes. Do you agree with that? A 12-year-old?
No.
A 12-year-old?
Maybe not as early as 12, but
So what is the age for it? What is the proper age?
I would probably say like 15, 16.
15 or 16. Let's go with 15. So a 15-year-old can get a gender sex change. That's appropriate to you.
Yeah.
A 15-year-old.
Yep.
A 15-year-old.
Yep.
And you can sit here with a straight face and say that's cool, huh?
Yep.
Something's wrong with you. That's it.
Well,
and what about do you think a 15-year-old should take puberty blockers?
If that's what they need to do.
If that's what they need to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Andres, I see it, man. You see that this is America for you. They said it's cool for 15-year-olds to go through that type of sex change procedure.
Why y'all keep trying to say
Calm down, Malik. We got it.
The body is still developing at that age. It's hard when adults get these operations and these changes. So for all that stress to be on a young body that's still growing is freaking insane.
Very.
It's insane.
According to
You're
Lure,
pretty
15
much
year olds
talking
can do that
about
though. 15 year
playing
olds.
weird science.
Well, I will say this. I don't
How
think
did you
15.
feel about them? How you feel about that, Malik? 15 year olds should go through that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I mean, I don't think a 15-year-old. I mean, yeah, socially you can transition. Socially, medically, I feel like you should wait until your body is a little bit more developed. Maybe until you're 18 and you have a more stable mind and sound and body. Then you're able to process something like that. But when you're 15, socially transitioning, taking hormones, cool. But socially transitioning is
That's not cool. No, taking hormones at 15 is not cool, Malik.
it is.
Malik, stop,
It's
stop.
cool.
Just pause real quick. See, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. You guys always expose yourselves. Like, why do y'all want to target children? Why do children need to take those drugs? Why? Why do they need those drugs if they already know who they is, y'all?
If they know who they are, and they're
But I like saying is though. At the end of the day, if they know who they is, y'all, why do they need to take those drugs? Exactly. I know it hurts. It hurts, y'all. It's just weird, y'all. Just say it with me.
if they
It's
know
weird.
who they are,
At the end of the day, y'all, it's weird. It's weird, man. And I'm gonna keep saying is, and guess what? Now you're going, Malik. Now you're going. You is going. You is going.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, hey, April. Yeah, I forgot all about you. Talk to me.
Sorry. What do you do you think it's wrong to like express to children that like it is okay about a different family dynamic than theirs?
Oh my goodness, girl. You keep trying to go back to having like two parents in the household and all that good stuff. Hey, if that's what them two people wanted to date and do, hey, that's on them. But I'm talking about the host ride. I'm talking about the sex change stuff. Why do y'all target children for that?
I'm just confused. Well, I was just confused because it originally just said LGBT.
Yeah. You guys definitely, you guys are in the forefront of that.
On that subject that she's talking about, the accepting, that's for them to teach in their home. And they're going to also have to teach their kids that there's going to be some people that do not agree with it.
Yep.
It's this whole thing about living in reality. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, but then you were saying about the book, you were like upset about it.
Book up giving your coming out story or blossoming story or realizing who you are, and it's supposed to be to educate and share your story. However, why would you put it in the form targeting children?
Because just like what you said that's to teach in your home. Say you're teaching that in your home, you're not going to read a child.
That's not what that book was, and that's not what them other books are.
Okay. Facts. But if you were going to teach a child,
you don't need a book for that, because this is the thing, it's not the norm. The whole thing is
I am an educator. I don't know who you're saying I don't know. I am an educator.
They're trying to make it the norm. That's the purpose.
No,
to
no
make
one is
them
trying
feel
to make
comfortable, because they don't feel comfortable because they feel like there's still judgment out here.
Yeah.
So
Because there is judgment. Right now you guys are spreading judgment.
Let's teach them young that people come different, so we don't get the funny stares from the kids.
Yep, I agree. But hey, welcome. We got new people to the panel. Yo and Kia Mitch. Yo. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me, Yo?
Oh, hey. I'm just trying to figure out. Wait, what's your name?
Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Tap the screen is my name.
Excuse me?
Just call me host.
Okay, Rod. I'm just trying to figure out why you got all this attitude and you look like you need a bath. Like, you look dirty as fuck.
Oh.
Like you need a bath. Yeah.
Hold on real quick, Yo, before I take a shower. Kia Mitch, what you got for me?
Take a shower.
Hold on real quick, Yo. Hold on. Kia Mitch, what you got for me?
Okay, so I was listening to the conversation. How do I say this without trying to? So I agree with if I'm saying her username incorrectly, no dos. I agree with her, and then I also agree with April. I think it definitely starts with the home. Like, as parents, you should be controlling what your children have access to. But if they happen to have access to certain things that the world is projecting, then they should be teaching them There are different people in the world. Not everybody's going to be accepting to the fact, but I do not agree with pushing narratives on children, because I mean they're children. They don't understand, so they're going to follow whoever their guardian is at that moment.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
listen, right now we're finna get to the hey April. Now we're finna get to the whole gist of things. So look, right. The reason why I say you guys target children, because say for instance, right. Say for instance, those are the same sex marriage, right? A lot of same sex marriages, right? They get their children hip to the type of culture with that, and then they're slithering the sex change stuff. That's where it comes from, do it not? So I'm talking to myself now again, huh? Hey, yo, you there? What you got for me?
I was just thinking about your question. It's not that you were talking about yourself. I don't know why you have to get so aggressive, but I don't think
You be ill.
I don't think that LGBTQ plus really push on their child that they have to be a certain person. That's not ever happening. As we tell ourselves we can be who we are, we also feel as though our child can be whoever they are. We're not saying, oh, you need to be gay.
So should they go through sex change?
If they do not want to do that, they do not have to do that.
I agree, but is that okay? Do they have should they have the right to do that? The
As a
right
child,
as a
wait, what?
child.
As a child, I think they can transition socially when they want. I think that when it's time for a sex change, when the parent or the
As a
doctor,
child?
Not as a child.
when the doctors and the parents believe that it is okay for them to go through this and they are allowed to go through it.
Can I chime in now? I think.
So yes, but hey, now you're telling what you say?
Hey, so as someone a part of the community, I don't agree with that. I feel like, so as April was saying, yeah, socially transitioning is fine for children, but personally, I believe as a
For children.
parent, allowing your child to go under the knife to alter them for the rest of their life without, allowing them a couple more years for them to mature and actually think about if that is something that they want, I feel like that could be as equally as damaging as not transitioning them, because there are a lot of T people that detransition, and it's like, okay, your child went under the knife at an early age and now they can't reverse it. It's like, either way, it's a lose-lose situation. So I don't agree with that.
I agree with you.
I totally agree. Definitely. Erica, Texas. Welcome to the panel. What you got for me?
Quick question. Hello, everybody. I'm listening to the conversation, and I'm just wondering, for example, April, as a child,
Hold on,
what?
before you ask your question, answer the prop for me real quick.
Oh, I agree with.
LGBTQ plus target children, but why? And I'm coming from, as the host, coming from the sex change side of it. That's what I'm coming from.
I have no idea why because they're a very vulnerable group of people.
Mm-hmm. Same thing
That's
I'm
what I
saying.
believe. So my question is like, for example, I know April said she was an educator and things of that nature. So my question would be like, if you're in the education industry there or profession, where do you at what point in a child's life do you say, okay, you know what, we're going to allow them to, or when do you think it's appropriate to allow a child to associate or to change socially, as opposed to let's get this child some help and let them learn to love themselves as they are? At what point do you?
April, you there?
What do you mean by help? Like, what do you mean
So,
by help?
so what I'm trying to say, for help, like psychological help, go to a psychiatrist, go to psychologist, so they can learn to love themselves as well as what should be, taught in the home, in my perspective.
So do
But
you think that them socially transitioning means they need help?
no. My question is, where do you cross that line? Where does a parent, in your view, since you're in the educational industry, profession, when a child, let's say, they start to question themselves, for example,
Mm-hmm.
right? At what point do you think you should say, okay, well, as a parent or as educators, let me help you um, transition, or socially transition. I'm not talking about the medical side, because I think that's completely
Yeah.
wrong. Or is it at a point, as an educator, do you turn around and talk to the parents and say, hey, this is how your child is feeling? Do you think that a parent should automatically start accepting, or do you think the parent should go off and try to get the child some psychological help?
I think that not psychological help, like a therapist, like talking to a therapist is always good just to express your feelings. I'm not sitting here saying a child should get surgery. I think that's something that should happen when
I'm
you
talking
are
the social aspect
the
part of it.
social aspect. I think it is always important to talk out your feelings and see a therapist. I think that most people should be talking out their feelings, and especially a child who's going through such a confusing time in their life, it is very important, like once they are feeling these feelings. But you also need to ask the child if they feel okay talking to a therapist or a psychologist, because those can be hard. Like it can be hard for a child to express those things to someone they don't necessarily know.
So what happens when the child is exposed to things all the time?
Like
So, for
like
Hey
example,
Erica, hey
go
Erica,
ahead.
Texas, can you speak louder? I can barely hear you.
My apologies. Can you hear me a little bit better?
Yeah, that's better. Yep, thank you.
Okay. So, my question, I guess, would be like, um, back in the day, girls used to play a lot of sports, and they went through a tomboy phase. And what if that child is just experiencing, for example, a tomboy phase, or there's always once, and I'm not going to say for every child, but many times, and it is extremely common for your little boy or something to put on your heels, or to, mess around with the sister's dolls or something like that. And it's just a phase. So
sorry, I'm
why?
so sorry.
Yeah, but do you understand what I'm saying? Because people go through phases in life, and to sit there and try to put them, and now you're talking about, blockers and all that kind of stuff. What
Well,
if it was just a phase?
I think that
Yeah,
like I think with like the phases, I think like at that point you let your child express themselves, like have their phase, and like you can't come to the assumption that like, oh, like my daughter's in their tomboy phase. Like you can't come to the assumption and be like, oh, they want to be a male, because they are just going through a phase at that point, like
But that's the thing. That's why I'm saying is that they should go off and get some type of help first, because you could be helping them take medication for something that is just a phase.
Well, that's
And
where
then totally messing with their system, because you're giving them puberty blockers. I mean, kids don't even know what they want for dinner,
I agree.
much less knowing what gender they are or what gender they identify as.
I
They don't even know that.
Of course, and I think if they're going through sorry, I just fumbled my words, but if
No
they're
problem.
going if they're going through like a phase of like tomboyness, I don't think I don't think a parent should assume like, oh, let's do this, this, and this. I think that like they're going through the phase, you let your child express themselves, you let them be a tomboy, you let your boy try on your heels. I mean, that's average children curiosity, if I'm being completely
But
honest.
hey, hold on, real quick, ladies, real quick. I got some new people to the panel. I heart 21 Savage. What you got for me? But like, hey, but hold y'all thoughts for me though. Like, just Penny, real quick, just real quick. I just got to let them get a part of the conversation.
Oh, I just wanted to respond to what like some of the things that Erica was asking April as
Okay.
far as when to like make the transition or I don't know, separating phases. It's the fact that people are tomboys and that's all they are. They don't feel like they need to be another gender. They may dress quote unquote masculine or whatever. They may be involved in sports or play with certain toys and whatnot, have certain interests, but they still know that they're a girl and they still feel like a girl. They just don't
So
feel
it's a
like
phase. You support Erica. Actually, that's a phase. Then you're agreeing with her.
yeah, I'm saying that the difference between being a tomboy and feeling like there's a difference between being a tomboy and feeling like, hey, I'm not a girl, and actually wanting to be a boy. And so
So you saying
tomboy,
that's not a phase to one. It's a gender sex change at a young age.
oh yeah, I don't think that's a phase for most people. I feel like children do know what gender they are. They'll be like, you try to give them certain toys, they'll be like, I'm not playing with that, I'm a boy. My nephew says that he's only 4 years old. So children have a sense of who they are, and what they want to do, and they have a sense of their gender. So if kids are like,
So
yo,
having a
I don't
sex
feel
change
like,
at 12 years old, it's right.
I didn't say anything about she very specifically said that she wasn't talking about medical change. So I'm responding to her social change, the social aspect of it, and just the feelings.
Right. And the reason I brought it up that way is because that's how it all starts out socially, that then it turns into medical. So I'm trying to get the
Mm-hmm.
root of where it causes and what, where those major changes start happening. And, and what I'm saying is a reason for help, like I was mentioning, is because I think a child needs help because they're not able to make decisions. Now they may feel a certain way. I completely and respect that. My thing is that um, I believe that a child should be shown as well to love who they are, because no matter what you do, you will never be. It is impossible to transition into something that you're not. You can't not do it.
Do
It
you
is
agree with that,
physically
21?
impossible.
No.
So
A
you
man
don't
cannot
agree?
become a female. A male cannot become a female. That is just 100% scientifically factual. They cannot become a female. The only thing you can do is identify. That's
And
it.
that's the social side, right?
That's it.
Okay. Gotcha. Hey, Marta Star, what you got for me? Welcome to the panel.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on what she said because the thing that, first of all, I reject the premise of letting them socially transition. Like that to me that's crazy. And I don't want to use those terms, but to me it's just like what else is that acceptable in? It's not acceptable for anything else other than gender, right? You're born the way you're born, accept it, right? Because if you really listen, people are not asking to be accepted for who they are, right? They're trying
Mm.
to get you to accept who they are not. So they're
Mm.
looking for support in accepting. They want you to reject who they are with them,
Best
right?
explanation I've heard. Yep.
Yeah, they want
So
you to
so that's why they
support.
target children.
Well, they want you to support the rejection of themselves. I mean, they're targeting children because children are the most vulnerable and acceptable to suggestions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can find kids that think they're all types of superheroes and go all the way down the line. Now, if the parents were to double down on said superhero fantasy, well, you would see a lot of adults out here in Superman, Batman suits today. I
Exactly.
truly believe that.
Hey, Spook. Hey, y'all, tap the screen. Let's get this mother AK. Tap the screen. I appreciate everybody being here. Tap the screen. Spook, welcome to the panel. What you got for me, Spook?
I was just I'm trying to like compose my words. I agree mostly with what 21 is saying. Well, I mean completely.
Which
I
part? Oh, so you
understand.
complete. So you agree complete that children can say who they is.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I feel
Okay.
like a child knows from, like I've always had this
So at the
concept.
age of 12, a male, a physically born male child says they're a female. You agree with that?
I wouldn't necessarily, it depends on the
So
circumstances,
now
I
you don't
feel.
agree. Which one is it?
Well, I mean, she wasn't saying that, okay, they're a male or they're female. I don't, I agree with the social aspect. I agree with the part that a child knows. I don't think kids are inherently, unintelligent when it comes to themselves and their understanding of themselves. And when it comes to social aspects, for example, when I was a child, I was raised a girly girl, like, dresses, this, that, whatever. I got into grade school, time went on, and all my friends were males, all my friends were boys, and I started picking up